Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday to everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Is who ready and waiting since last week?
Truck
Truck
life.
life.
Michelin dollar, big up yourself.
Welcome everybody. Happy
All
Friday
right.
to everyone in television land and to all our silent viewers as usual. Happy Friday and welcome, welcome, welcome. And to those over on Facebook, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate the support. I hope everyone had a wonderful and productive week and looking forward to a restive weekend.
Here you go.
Okay, so guys, the topic for tonight is Donna Lee Donaldson, circumstantial evidence points to her, you know what, and
Disappearance.
cover up.
Exactly.
All right, so Byron, you can just take over a bit while I just quickly
Okay,
do
so let me just
here.
talk to you guys and let us sort of smooth into the topic. I think we have gone approximately over 18 days where things have been unfolding. Last week, Friday, when I was here, I said to TV Land on the chat that coming week, we will see some pressure. And of course, pressure was pipe. Obviously, you have seen and witnessed that also played out. Now, last week also, what I want to remind you of, last week I stated that the truck driver, right, that involved in the Donnalee's missing case, right, knows more than what he was letting on. Now, people, I said that because I didn't have a timeline for the truck driver. That is one of the reasons why I said that. Now we have seen where the police dismiss the truck driver, right, from a suspected person. And I do agree with the police officer to dismiss the driver. We learn of the timeline after L.A. Lewis interviewed the truck driver and get his timeline as it relates to him visiting, right, that area, right, that we are talking about as it relates to Noel's apartment. That timeline, people in TV land and in the chat, right, and anybody over the world who is listening to me, I want you to get a pencil and a paper, and I want you to write down 11 a.m. or after 11. One of the reasons why I am requesting that, because that timeline is significant as to the way how the case is playing out and why the police release the truck driver. Again, I will say, people, what I want you to do for me is to write down 11 a.m. or after 11, right? Basically, as it relates to the entire development, before I get into it, right, I am going to divide two scenarios. One scenario with Kathy Ann Smith and one scenario with Noel. Remember last week, we spoke that the case was not premeditated. So I want you guys to follow me, and I am giving you the reminder. We spoke of the case not being premeditated. But what you have seen now, the investigators, right, partially for now, let me say that, somewhat delete Kathy Ann Smith from their investigation. Let me tell you what that means as it relates to that deletion. If Kathy Ann Smith really deleted from the suspect list, it simply means, people, and I'm going to say it, and I am going to prove it to you tonight, and that's why I said keep the time 11 a.m. or after 11. It simply means that we are now looking into the mind of someone who is premeditated and calculated, right? And I am going to prove it to you tonight. There are certain particular evidence most of the evidence that I will be withdrawing from are evidence that out there in social media space, and most of that evidence as it relates to a particular timeline will be coming from Sophia Lugg. That is Donnalee's mother. And those evidence as it relates to the timeline are solid. So 2 scenarios we are going to play, and I'm going to play 2 clips for you, right? For you to understand. And I want us to hear again the timeline of the truck driver. The truck driver is going to say it. That changes the entire trajectory and put a deeper focus on Noel, right? Maitland, which we are going to focus on. So the 2 scenario is 1. If Kathy Ann is a part of the case, right? It simply means you're talking about a lady who caught up in her feelings, and as a result of jealousy, she was overwhelmed, and number 3 played out. If Kathy Ann dismissed from the case, what we are looking on someone who premeditatedly and calculatedly designed the whole situation and designed alibis to mislead the police investigators from day one. And so that is the reason why the police now remove the truck driver from the suspect list and remove Kathy Ann from the suspect list. Quite interesting. We'll be going through it. I will be focusing on the evidence. You will be following me, and you are going to surprise as it relates to the timeline, and you are going to understand why the driver has been removed from the suspect list. So I'm going to allow Wifey to read out the chat, and then we get back. So who need some coffee, just get a coffee, relax with us, and we will be going through the timeline evidence, right? Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Wifey.
Oh my God, thank you. Okay, guys, again, welcome. That is a whole lot to take in all at once. So, guys, they said, remember that timeline. Okay, Mel and Chris Lifestyle TV, welcome, saying hi. Hi, Mel and Chris, happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for being here. And Truck Life Jamaica is in the building. Saying mystic sensation, respect and blessings every time. Thanks for always being here. Thank you so much for always being here as well, Truck Life. We really appreciate the support. And Michelin Dahl is in the building. Happy Saturday to you over there in Australia. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And Truck Life is blessing up Michibu. And Truck Life is saying early squad active.
Yeah.
And ready and waiting since last week, so he never left. And Chen officially said, blessings. He said, how you doing? Welcome, Chen. We're not doing too bad at all. How are you doing? And she's healing up Truck Life, and Truck Life is saying Chen blessings. And she's also sending out enough love. And Red is in the building. Okay, saying check. Active Chupsi. Welcome, Chupsi. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. Happy Friday to you. And Michibu is showing us virtual hearts and saying hi to everyone. Welcome, Michibu. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Saturday to you. And Red is blessing up the chat. And Michi is saying thumbs up. And Red is saying hello to Michibu. And Truck Life is bringing up Red, and Michibu is saying hello to Truck Life, and Michibu is showing us virtual hearts, and Sweet P ASMR is in the building saying, hey, Mystic.
All
Sweet
right.
Thumbs up. Happy Friday, guys. Thank you so much. Happy Friday to you, Sweet P. Hope you had a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining. And Natty Slim is smiling, saying, wifey. Welcome, Natty. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday to you. How are you doing? And Tiffany is saying, good night, Mystic family. I'm at work. Okay, I hope work is not too hectic for you, Tiffany. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And Sam Agoha in Germany, Happy Saturday to you. I think it is Saturday right now. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Saying hello, everyone. Saying keep coming, guys. Thank you so much for that. Sam, really appreciate your support. And Tiffany saying, bigging up Mel and Chris. And Sam is saying hello, Mr. and Mrs. And Natty saying hi, Mel. And Arlene from Team Happy is also here. Welcome, welcome, Team Happy. Happy Saturday to you. Thank you so much for joining. And Mel is saying bless up Tiffany. And Arlene is saying mega love shout out Mystic. Mel is saying hi Natty. And Arlene is also sending blessings. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. And Jordan Hyman IFC is in the building saying hi guys. Hello Jordan, welcome. Thank you so much. Happy Friday to you. So we have caught up with the chat. No activity yet on Facebook. Just one person watching. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate that. Happy Friday to you over there on Facebook. All right. So 2 persons joining in. Happy Friday. So Byron, I'm gonna turn over to you so you can do your segment and present your.
All right. Thank you, Wifey, for that.
Welcome, Ricardo. Happy Friday. What are those faces that you're showing me?
All right. And for the Jeopardy's players tonight, let me warn them, we will definitely have Jeopardy tonight. We're not going to miss out on Jeopardy. So please, we will be having Jeopardy tonight.
Ricardo said Byron.
Okay. So for this, I want people in the TV land, people in the chat, right? Follow me keenly, and we are going to realize something significant, right? As I said, I will be dealing with 2 scenarios, right? One with Kathian, since she had been suspended from the suspected list, and we will be dealing with Noel Maitland under more focus as it relates to whether the situation was a premeditated one, calculated.
One sec,
right?
Sorry.
So
one sec. Guys, remember to put your comment in the comment section regarding your contribution to the topic. And also on Facebook, you can comment in the comment section. And we also have our WhatsApp number streaming across the screen, so feel free to call in if you have any input. So
TV land, first and foremost, before I go into it, I want to say our sympathy goes out to Donnalee's family, yes, right, and extended family. So let me say that, and friends as well. I also want to say big up to Andre Steven to create the energy and the buzz through social media that forces institutions, the respective institutions, to be on the alert and act as they ought to, right? I really want to say kudos goes out to Stevenson, right, for that. Now, I am going to give you some of Noel's Maitland strategy that is out there, right, on social media, on most of the media, mainstream and social media. And I'm going to take you through 5 strategies of Noel Maitland, right? And we are going to dismiss them tonight based on the evidence that we have. Number 1, Donna Lee Donaldson departed Maitland home on July 12, 2022 at approximately 11 a.m. People, that was a diversion tactics and strategy by Maitland himself. Let me repeat it. Donna Lee Donaldson departed, right, Maitland's apartment on July 12, 2022 at approximately 11 a.m. And people, there I go again with the 11 a.m. I want you to bear the 11 a.m. in mind to show you how important that time is, right? Because we are building the case on that time, and I'm going to show you something. Maitland's statement to his lawyer that 2 eyewitnesses saw Donnalee departing the premises, that again is a diversion strategy from Corporal Maitland. Number 3, Mr. Townsend, Corporal Maitland lawyer, stated that he has not gotten any information from his client that his client and the female district constable in question are not related in any way. We all know that's a lie, right? And that's another diversion tactics. Does this mean that Katian did not visit his apartment, on July 12, 2002? If this is so, then this is also diversion strategy. Number 4, voice note recording between Corporal Maitland and the truck driver, and where he tried to code in his communication to the driver, is also a diversion strategy. And finally, you being a patient of Ward 21, we all know that that was a diversion strategy, right? Because we all understood where he was arrested. He wasn't in any Ward 21, all these diversion strategies. Now, I am going to play a clip, and I want you to listen the clip, as a matter of fact, of Constable Brown, who spoke about, right, Katian being on the scene, right, and Noel wasn't there, and 5 policemen went with Noel to clean the scene of the crime, right? And that the truck driver, right, had known more than what he's letting on, and he took away a couch, right, with probably Donnalee's body inside that couch. Now, for YouTube, Facebook, TV Land, and the chat, I am going to prove to you that the truck and the couch, it's a diversion tactics. And that's why at first it showed off investigators. And this was definitely a strategy by Noel Maitland himself. So without any ado, I'm going to play the clip again for you to listen to what the constable say. And we are going to use solid evidence to prove some points and disapprove some points with solid evidence. So without any further ado, wife is going to play that clip.
The first one?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No. Yes. No, it comes to me. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Pretty.
I need to share it.
Okay. All right, just stand by while wifey preparing that clip for you.
Constable Brown, tell us what is.
Okay, one sec, guys.
So you see and understand and follow the timeline.
I have the correct thing.
Right? That I want you to understand. And as I said earlier, bear in mind as it relates to 11 a.m., we are going to prove something tonight.
The JSF doing in this case?
So let me tell you clearly now, every evidence.
Okay, there you go.
That has received from that apartment has been tampered with.
Repeat that, Constable Brown.
Every evidence from this apartment has been tampered with.
Mighty God.
I'm not telling you about a small tamper. I'm telling you about a big tamper.
Constable Brown, how can you say that the evidence, what evidence do you have to substantiate that the evidence has been tampered with at the apartment?
All right, so let me tell you something. So when you get off this Facebook Live, I follow you on Instagram. I'm going to create a fake page, and I'm going to send you all the videos and information that I have in my phone.
Constable Brown, you are saying you have evidence in the constabulary force is being tampered with this investigation?
Let me tell you something. You see, when Donnalee was killed at that apartment.
So you're saying that Donnalee was killed?
Donnalee was killed at the apartment and Noel was not there.
Noel was not at the apartment?
Noel left Donnalee at the apartment and Noel's baby mother went to the apartment because she got information that Donnalee was at the apartment from the night.
Who and Noel's baby mother went to the...
She went to the apartment and they had an altercation there. And it happened that Noel's baby mother killed Donnalee and called Noel when she realized that Donnalee was dead.
So, how did she kill Donnalee?
So, it is happened that she strangled Donnalee to death.
Constable Brown, how long have you been a member of the JCS?
So, I've been a member of the JCS for 7 years, and it has been a 7 rough and hurtful years. I went overseas and I wasn't going to return, but I came back for only one reason, and that was because my mother was sick. But I've told myself that if this man don't go down, something is wrong in this country.
My God. Constable Brown, you know that you have now broke a case. On what merits can you confirm that Donnalee was strangled?
Listen, Noel's best friend that you showed his picture since night, he and one of my fellow co-worker that we are close is close to him, and he confirmed everything when we were reasoning on duty last week, Friday.
My God. So you're saying that Constable Williams confided in another constable?
Yes.
And confirmed that Donnalee was strangled to death by Kathy and Smith?
Yes. And they both taped her up into a garbage bag. They removed the settee fittings and they placed her in the settee and let the truckman dispose of her body. I was trying to get where did the body dispose, but they refused to give that information.
Mighty God! Jamaica breaking news.
Close that one.
Yeah. But don't go into that one. Okay, TV land and the chat. What I want you to hear is that Constable Brown stated that Maitland, right, and others, right, tape up the body of Donnalee, right, place it in the couch, and the truck driver took it away. All of you, I want you to put that in your mind. That is what Constable Brown stated, right? Please remember that Constable Brown stated that. Now, what I'm going to play is significant now. I am going to play the truck driver and make the truck driver give you his timeline, and then that we are going to investigate. And for investigators, I don't know if the investigators that missed this, but this is something that investigators might be can just recheck. But the investigators may have gone ahead, and that is one of the reasons why they dismiss the truck driver. And I do agree with the investigation to dismiss the truck driver. So people, listen to the truck driver timeline. Jamaica, listen to the truck driver timeline. Honey, play the truck.
Okay. All right, one sec, guys. Let me just share again. Make sure where I am. You can see, guys, I'm the technical support.
It's slow.
The technical support is slow.
You understand? He just get a call, come pick up a coach people, and him drop off the coach people at the car wash people, then him leave. You understand? But enough of them tell life on the man and the press in the media tell life on the man, I want to set up the man. So me, you know, as a Maroon Emperor, they have to protect all the Maroon people. Them. So tell boss. So all right, make you know how it go now. You're the army, right?
Yeah, my daddy always
Yeah,
like a normal day, all the way there on the front and look over.
yeah,
See this car driving.
yeah.
Some one of my brethren,
You've got the idea. Go, Dad.
say something to it like I say transport, and the way I'm passing, come
Yeah.
up and see him stop where I you.
Yeah,
The man the youth attack like about not even 1 minute.
yeah,
And the youth walk up him head and said, some so I go and youth say, Charlie, come here where I'm and say.
yeah,
I go to him, say my car sexy.
yeah,
Some say 3 piece.
yeah,
Where I carry the single, the 2 and the big one, him say, no man, just 1 piece. So where I carry it from? So from New Kingston to Harper Tree.
yeah,
So I give him $6,000. So him don't have 6, him have 5.
yeah,
So alright, come in now. Him say, drive back on me. Drive back on him.
yeah,
Reach at this apartment.
yeah.
When I go to the apartment,
Yeah.
security open the gate, people that there. Everybody are moved around. That's about.
What
When I
time?
call us about after 11, I go to 12.
Yeah, night
Stop
time.
it.
Day,
Yeah.
we don't work at night.
Stop it there.
Yeah.
We don't work at night.
No, we just want to set it for many people know so date.
Okay. Can I turn
Yeah.
it off now? Okay.
Okay, people, I want you to get the timeline of the truck driver. The truck driver timeline is 11 a.m. in the day. 11 a.m. in the day. And I am going to prove to Jamaica tonight that 11 a.m. Donna Lee Donaldson was not missing. I am going to prove to TV land that at 11 a.m. Donna Lee Donaldson was not missing, and the truck driver has nothing to do with that. People, hear me out and allow me to prove this case to you all. So remember, I asked you to write down 11 a.m., the truck driver's time, and that is one of the reasons why the police dismiss the truck driver. I am going to explain to you why the police dismiss the truck driver. Let me go into the investigation right now. Now, listen up, people. On Tuesday, July 12th, 2022, in the evening hours at approximately 11 p.m. in the night, Noel Maitland, Donnalee's boyfriend, called Miss Sophia Lugg, Donnalee's mother, and asked her if she sees Donnalee. And so Miss Sophia responded that Donnalee should be with you because obviously he took her from her home. Noel responded that him and Donnalee had a dispute and Donnalee left her home at 11 a.m. People, the reason why Noel used that time and told Miss Sophia Lugg 11 a.m. was to tie in the time with the truck driver. a diversion tactics that already premeditated, because Noel know that after he done his deed, the police will be on the trail, and that was the trail to mislead investigators. And so when investigators dive on the truck driver, Noel Maitland know that the truck driver was clean, know that the coach situation was clean, because at that time, Donnalee was not killed. And maybe that Donnalee had witnessed this truck driver came for the coach. A plan and a strategy that was engineered prior to Donnalee went missing, right? Why did Noel Maitland utilize that strategy prior, before probably he involved in carrying out and execute his strategy? People, listen now. I am going to prove that to you. Now, I am going to give you 3 evidence to prove this case tonight. The reason why the truck driver has been, right, deleted from the suspension list, right? Now, let me say this to you, that Miss Sophia responded that Donnalee should be with you because obviously he took her from her home. Nora responded that him and Donnalee had a dispute, and Donnalee left her home after 11 a.m. to tidy in with the truck driver. My audience, CCTV footages have not corroborated Mr. Noel's argument simply because of 2 things. Evidence. Number 1, I am going to go into the evidence for all Jamaicans to understand that. Evidence number 1, because there is no CC data on the CCTV footages showing Donnalee departure. And rightly so, because Donnalee was not disappeared, or whatever happened to Donnalee did not happen at that time. Now let me push on and move on. Evidence number 2. This is where I am going to prove to you that Donnalee was still alive. As a matter of fact, let me put down the paper and articulate out of my brain. I'm going to talk to you, Jamaica. That this Maitland we are looking into, possibly looking into, a calculated and premeditated action that done, and I'm going to prove it to you. Noel Maitland stated that Donnalee departed his apartment at 11 a.m. as a result of a dispute that they both had, and they both, right, was upset with each other, and so he left at 11 a.m. Now, people of Jamaica, at 1:05 p.m., Donnalee's father from the Bahamas called Donnalee and got in touch with Donnalee at 1:05 p.m. The evidence is there where the father called Donnalee, his daughter, and spoke with Donnalee as it relates to a transaction that he had sent to Donnalee, and where Donnalee is to process that transaction. Even now, that transaction has not been processed, and the evidence is there. So then, not only that, Noel Maitland also confirmed to Miss Sophia Lugg, Donnalee mother, that he overheard the conversation. So let me ask Noel Maitland, if you overheard the conversation at 1:05 p.m., why did you told Miss Sophia Lugg that you and Donnalee had a dispute and Donnalee departed your apartment at 11? 2 hours after Donnalee phone was called by her father, Donnalee was contacted and spoke with her father, and you, Noel Maitland, stated that you overheard the conversation between Donnalee and her father. So then you're saying that Donnalee departed your apartment at 11 a.m. could not be true, and you could not have heard, right? Donnalee's father communicated to Donnalee if Donnalee had departed your apartment at 11 a.m. People, you see what is happening right now. Not only that, let me go into evidence number 2. Evidence number 2, and if Noel Maitland, if you didn't know this, did you know that at 4:05 p.m. Jamaica, listen to me, TV shot, listen to me, people in the diaspora, listen to me. At 4:05 p.m., Donnalee's brother in Cleveland done a video call with Donnalee's, and where Donnalee responded to that video call. No, that video call was sent to Miss Sophia Love, who identified that was Noel's apartment. This time is 4:05 p.m. So Jamaica, when you see the investigator excluded the driver from this case, you will understand that the driver has nothing to do with the missing person at 11 a.m. And that's why I played the clip for you to hear the driver respond, telling you his timeline when he went there, right? Noel Maitland, what you are looking into? You are looking into the mind of someone who articulate. Now, so let me say this, articulate and probably planned out the entire thing to use even that to throw off the investigation for the investigators to pick up on that trail, mislead the investigators, because the investigators will not find any blood evidence, nothing as it relates to Donnalee, because indeed the truck driver has nothing to do with Donnalee. Now, I have you listen to the clip with the constable, and this is what we are dealing with tonight. Twists and turns, and yet this is not Fern Gully, but we are looking into the mind of someone who premeditated and calculated. So the two scenarios that I'm drawing for you tonight, and which any investigators who are listening to me, look on these evidence. These are not evidence that I'm coming up with. These are evidence that is out there that mentioned by Sophia Log and the truck driver. And that's why I let you hear it for yourself. I said that the truck driver knew more than what he was letting on last week, Friday, because I didn't have the timeline. Immediately when I learned of the truck driver timeline, I dismissed the truck driver from the suspected list. The police also dismissed the driver. Jamaica, you have to understand why did Noel Maitland uses 11 a.m. Why? Now, listen to this. The investigators are now investigating and realize that Kathy and Smith right, as according to investigators, may not know anything about this crime, but was all planned and executed by Noel. Now, people, the reason for Kathy Ann to tie with this case. Now, let us go back to after the brother in Cleveland do that voice call with Donnalee. So you want to read out the chat and then we get back into that? Okay. Because people, we are going to dig this thing clear out, and for Jamaica to understand the mind of someone who is premeditated and well calculated. And also we are going to get into why did he use the truck driver, and if he used the truck driver to show off the police prior to him committing the act. People, what I want to show you and prove to you, that he used the truck driver prior to him commit the act and tie the missing timeline to the truck driver so that investigators should look on the truck driver, throwing the investigators off the trail. But the investigators, they are not stupid. The investigators are smart. And the investigators were able to look on the truck driver, focus on the truck driver, and realize that the timeline did not add up and the truck driver is innocent. So we are going to dig deeper into it when wifey read out the chat, and people don't want to say, make no mistake and call her moms, you know. Trust me. All right, so I'm going to allow wifey to read out the chat, and we're going to get back in and melt it down and show you what we have dealing with as it relates to Noel Maitland. And question before I go, is this the first time Noel Maitland may or possibly involved in a situation like this? When moms read out the chat, wifey read out the chat, we will come back and deal with the detail, right? Because the investigators are on the trail. Thank you, wife.
All right. Okay, so food for thought there, people. Right, so I am just going to welcome those that have just joined us, and for time, and in the interest of time, I'm going to skip over most of the salutations, because if I continue with the salutations, then the chat is just going to run away and leave me.
All right.
So I am just going to skip over the salutations. So welcome Margaret Wogg, saying good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much. And Ricardo is saying good night, everyone in the house. Good night, Ricardo. Welcome, welcome. And Janae Gordon Educational Channel is also here, saying thumbs up done. Thank you so much, Dejanae. I'm really happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. And salutations going out there. And Natty Slim, welcome again. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, I did welcome her earlier. And salutations going out to those who have just joined. And Juba Bruce Love TV is in the building.
Juba Bruce.
Saying hello, hello, welcome Juba. Happy Friday to you. Really appreciate your continued support. And saying thumbs up done. And Mel and Chris saying hello to Juba. And Juba is saying blessings to each and everyone in the house. And I pray the good Lord keep everyone safe. Thank you so much for that, Juba. Really appreciate it. And he's saying, okay, it's really heartbreaking. Jamaica is full of so many and injustice. Yes. He's using a device, so it might mess up a little. Yes, so yes, that is so true. A lot of injustice, Juba. Exactly. And Grace and Peace is in the building, saying, I'm in host. Welcome, welcome, Grace and Peace. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday to you. And Mixing with the Moffats is saying, hey, Mystic, hey, Moffat.
Moffat.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday. And he's saying big up to everyone. Some more salutations going on there. And from the clip that was played, that he was saying she was probably sleeping when she got strangled. Okay. And some more salutations going out. And Tabaching from Team Happy, the Philippines, is here. Welcome, welcome. Saying mega love shout out to everyone. Happy Saturday to you. And salutations going out there. More salutations. And did I miss someone there? And Overton George is over on Facebook saying good night, Mystic and family.
Bless up yourself, Overton.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. And
miss you, you know. Oh, bless up. Bless up more back.
And Natty saying too many stories. I don't know what to believe.
Well, and Natty, I tell you, and that's why I'm going to break it down for you, giving you the evidence so you understand definitely what is going on, right? As it relates to the timeline, because timeline is definitely important.
Okay, and remember, Byron is a private investigator as well as he has a degree in criminal justice, so he knows how to break these things down and what to look for to pick the sense out of the nonsense. And more salutations going out there, and more salutations going out. And Mixon is saying, me not lie, me would have preferred partner draw boss interview him in terms of the driver instead of L.A. Lewis.
Gimmicks. Yeah. I start to understand where Mixon is going with that. Yeah.
And bling viva.
Bless up yourself.
And respect.
All right.
Blinga, welcome. How you doing?
Okay.
Happy Friday to you. And more salutations going out there. And the Moya's ways in the building say, hey, she was in hands, but she's out now.
All right.
So thank you so much for coming, Moya. Happy Friday to you. So more salutations, guys, more salutations. And Judith from Team Happy is also here giving us virtual hug. Happy Friday to you, Judith. Welcome. Thank you so much. And Mel and Chris is saying, wow, in amazement at what you were saying.
Yeah.
And more salutations going out. And Sidney Johnson and families in the building. Welcome, Sidney. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate the continued support. And more salutations going out there. And Fred Murray's in the building. Said,
bless yourself, Fred.
Welcome, Fred. Happy Saturday to you as well.
Right.
Thank you so much for that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And more salutations going out there. And India, stay motivated. Murray is also with us tonight.
Bless yourself, India.
India, thank you so much. Happy Friday to you. Really appreciate the continued support. And thank you so much for the thumbs up. And for everyone who has shared us out, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, some more salutations going out there. And Sniper King is in the building saying good night, Mystic family. Welcome, Sniper. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday. And King Lion also tuned in briefly, says King is just passing at church.
All right.
Thank you so much, King. Happy Friday, and pray for each and every one of us and pray for the nation. Thank you so much. And Charlotte, you know what? Let me vet Charlie Pinn's comments before me highlight them, because trust me. Okay. If Byron will shut up my Jeopardy time, let me know.
No, man, Jeopardy is a must. Jeopardy is a must tonight. Right? Jeopardy is a must. We already calculated that, Charlie Pinn. Jeopardy is a must tonight.
Because if not, I'm going to go next door and help him Rasta friend cook some pork.
All right.
All right, some more salutations going out there. Charlie, not easy. Charlie said, good night, everyone. Okay, good night, Charlie. And more salutations going out there. And Winston Brunt is in the building.
Big up yourself.
Said, good night, everyone. Hope you're all well.
Tuning in from work. Thank you,
welcome, Broughton. Thank you so
yourself.
much for joining. And not telling Charlie goodbye. Oh my God. And Choclife is laughing. more fire. And Choclife is saying nice conversation so far, and more salutations going on. And Sniper is saying here on the job. Okay, thank you so much for joining him. hope it's not too, sorry guys, hope it's not too hectic for you on the job right now. And the Taylor's family is in the building saying,
Blessed
good night,
yourself.
beautiful people. Blessings to you. Blessings to you as well, Taylor family. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining. All right. And Byron, blessings to you, the prodigal daughter has returned.
Oh, yeah.
No prodigal over here. Anytime you return is always good time. Thank you so much. Just appreciate the support. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Happy Friday. And more salutations going out there. More salutations and vibes with the tons of families in the building saying mystic and showing virtual love. Thank you so much, Thompson, for joining. Happy Friday to you. Really appreciate you being here. And Sniper is saying, Byron, long time no hear from you and Miss Anne.
You see it.
Okay. Is this thing repeating? Okay, Lan was just repeating that he was at church. So more salutations going up there. Where is, did I skip over Empress? Somebody was saying, oh, Sniper saying Empress, what's up? Okay, I'm not seeing Empress. And Carrie Ann Go Getter is in the building saying good night, everyone. Good night, Carrie. Welcome, welcome. Right. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. Okay, and salutations going out there to Carrie. Salutations going out to everyone who has just joined us. Some more salutations going on. Vibes is giving us virtual hugs. And Taylor saying, how are you all doing tonight? All is well. Thank you so much. I'm hoping all is well with you again. And hoping that the start of the weekend has been a good one for you so far. And you had a wonderful and productive week. Thank you so much, each and everyone, for joining us. And over on Facebook, we have Dorrit, Angela, Overton, Winston, and Laverne. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Really appreciate it. And happy Friday to each and every one of you. And the Taylors are saying we are good so far. Okay. And I have caught up with the chat. And remember, guys, we wanted to you guys to contribute to the topic. So whatever you have to say, you can say it in the comment. You can join us on screen. Yes, the link is pinned, and also the WhatsApp number is streaming across the screen.
So here you have it, as I am explaining, right, over 18 days of development as it relates to the missing case where Donna Lee Donaldson, right, is concerned. And what we have today, right, the possibility of two scenarios playing out, right, in front of our face. Now, if we look on Kathy Ann Smith scenario, Kathy Ann added to the scenario simply because of the neighbor giving witness. So let us now plan a timeline where Kathy Ann involved with, right, as it relates to this timeline, right, and what neighbors, right, bearing witness as it relates to their observation. So we all learned that at 4:05 p.m., right, on Tuesday, the day in question, that Donnalee brother from Cleveland, right, video call Donnalee. So there it goes, people, right? We are moving away from the 11 a.m., right, falsified time that created by Noel, who stated that Donnalee departed his apartment at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. So we know very well, based on the evidence, absolutely is not true. Because two evidence that are so important, right, that the police would have to, of course, have in their position, and realize that at 1:05 p.m., Donnalee father called her and spoke to her pertaining to the transaction that she sent, which moved away the 11 a.m. time that Noel spoke about. So 105, we know that Donnalee was alive. So when we move from 105, we realize also that Donnalee was also alive at 4:05 p.m. So listen up now, guys. This is where we are going into the Cathy and Smith scenario based on the neighbor's account. The neighbor's account claimed that at somewhere between 4:30, neighbors have seen Cathy and a female police constable, right, access Noel's apartment. And after they access the apartment, the neighbors alleged to hear, right, rumbling and all of that over there. Now look at this. Not only that, I played the clip as it relates to Constable Brown. Constable Brown is also claiming that as according to Constable Brown, let me say that when Cathy Ann, right, and her, along with her accomplice, right, committed the hack, they called Cathy Ann called Noel. So what investigators need to do right then and there, since you hear that, and since you are going to plot in the timeline, right, investigators need to seize this man's phone and try to understand if Cathy Ann called Noel's phone anytime between 4:30, as according to what the neighbor observed, and anytime later after that, right? Now, even if that has been deleted, the investigators can get that from Noel's service provider. Cathy Ann's phone need to seize as well, and to see if he had called Noel anytime after 4:30. Now, if Cathy Ann called Noel anytime after 4:30, why the reason for Cathy to call Noel after 4:30? Because what Noel is claiming, that him and Cathy, as according to Noel's lawyer, right, has no relation as it relates to that particular night in question, right? So him, Noel, is also dismissing Cathy from the scene. So I am giving you a scenario that, okay, if Cathy Ann involved, right, as it relates to the missing person scenario, or possible number 3, then we can say, okay, this is a woman who caught up with jealousy, fueled by hunger, and somehow 4:30 access, right, her boyfriend or baby father's apartment, where it relates to a love triangle, and where that sort of heat between both persons, that sort of confrontation between both persons, result into what would appears to be a passion crime. That is one scenario. If Cathy Ann involved as it relates to the neighbor's observation, claiming that Cathy Ann and another female constable entered Noel's apartment. Also, Constable Brown is saying that after the incident right, would have been after 4:30 now. So I'm giving you the timeline that Katian called Noel, and Noel, along with 5 other police officers, went and do crime scene cleaning. So look at that. Look at that. That is the scenario if Katian involved in this thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, people in the diaspora, we have seen that the police is not interested in Katian. And why? This is where now we are going to focus on Noel. So I gave you one scenario with Katian and the reason why Katian involved in that as a result of what the neighbors observed that at 4:30 p.m. Katian entered the apartment. Now let me go back to the CCTV footage. The police may have investigated the CCTV footage, which they did, and realized that Katian has not accessed the property. And so then the police dismiss Kathy from the suspect list. The reason why I'm going to that, okay, let me follow the investigator and also dismiss Kathy from the suspect list. So we are not looking at Kathy now. We are now focusing on Noel. The important question that I'm asking, why would Noel seems to plot out a trail to lead investigators away from something that he has not yet committed? People, this is serious. The question, why would Noel Maitland seems to have sought out or planned out a trail to lead police away, right, from the right leads? At 11 a.m., Noel Maitland made contact with the truck driver. The truck driver, right, had taken the job to go to Noel's apartment, and you hear the truck driver, how much settee or couch that he was dealing with. Is it a 1-piece, 2-piece, or 3-piece? Noel responded, no man, it's a 1-piece. And so then the driver went there to pick up the couch, and brought the couch to a car wash, which we all know about. Now, that incident with the driver, Donnalee was alive. Donnalee was alive. So there's no way Donnalee body could have wrapped up and placed in that couch. But why? Noel did that. Why did it? Noel did that. No. We know for sure that at 1:05 p.m., Donnalee's father called Donnalee. That would crumble the scenario that Noel was plotting. And so then in the night, right, on July 10th, Noel Maitland called Donnalee's mother, asking for Donnalee, right? And stated to her that him and Donnalee had a dispute, and Donnalee departed at 11, tied in with the time he called the truck driver why did Noel mention to Sophia Lug, Donnalee's mother, that she had departed at 11, and then have the driver came at 11? And so then that, for the first time, investigators would have latched on to that. And Noel would know very well that they are going down the wrong pathway because the driver has not participated in any moving of body. And so then the whole thing appears, people, listen to me, appears to be fabricated prior to Noel committed whatever act it appears that he committed. And so then when you look at it, and you said that if the police dismiss Cathian from the suspect list, why the police dismiss Cathian from the suspect list? The police, the investigators would have perused the CCTV, and the CCTV evidence would have cleared Cathian. And so then if the CCTV cleared Cathian, now you are looking on someone who premeditatedly and calculated that think out a crime and prior before committing it, devise a plan to pull investigators from the lead. My question, what happened to Donnalee after the timeline fixed Donnalee 4:05 p.m. in Noel's apartment? People, I want you to open your brain. And that is one of the reasons why I presented the timeline, so you understand what is happening and the difficulty of the police dealing with the situation. The police seems to be dealing with a mastermind. My question, is this the first time that this officer involved in a missing person scenario? Why is it so difficult for the investigators to follow the trail? Because he deliberately took the police, the investigators, off the trail from even before the crime was committed. So we are going to get into the chat. And if any other persons have any other thing, I will feel free to go through it. But the evidence that is playing out here, and if you read the evidence, and I am analyzing the evidence, I am getting someone who is premeditated and extremely calculated, which begged me to ask, is this the first time that he is involving in something like this? Ladies and gentlemen, over 800 persons have been missing from Jamaica. And all different cases and different scenarios as it relates to them being missing. We have heard about organs donation selling over the internet, right? We have heard about all sorts of scenarios. I am asking, what happened to Donnalee? His Donnalee body, if there is a body, is going to be found. Now, what we are dealing with, now we have seen that the police have made an arrest because the police has probably cause, as much probable cause to make the arrest. the reason why the police made the arrest. Because on that night in question, Noel called Donnalee's phone. Donnalee's phone was in the hands of Donnalee's mother. Donnalee's mother tried, to cancel the call, but Donnalee overheard the call and retrieved the phone from the mother. The mother witnessed her daughter departing her home and went into a black BMW driven by Noel Maitland. Now I'm going to say something to you tonight, people, that even though Noel Maitland has been arrested, it is just at the surface. Let me tell you what Noel is going to do. Now that Noel listed as a suspect, and Noel lawyers, right, is going to be there in terms of the Q&A. I am going to tell you what Noel is going to do before Noel do it. Just like I told you last week that Friday, pressure, by next week Friday, pressure will apply, and you see that pressure applied. Let me tell you people what Noel is going to do. Before the investigators go into any question and answer to Noel, they're going to have to, as it relates to the constitutional laws, read Noel Maitland his caution. His caution goes, do you wish to say anything? You are not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so. And whatever you say may be taken down in writing and given in evidence and will be used against you or can be used against you. That is going to be Noel's caution in the Q&A. People, I'm telling you what Noel is going to do. Noel is not going to answer. Reason being that Noel is not going to answer because the timeline is overly pronounced. The timeline find him guilty without a shadow of a doubt that he is one of, let me use that word carefully, one of, if Katie is not involved, one of the person who may have last seen Donnalee and could be well the orchestrator, the mastermind of Donnalee being missing. The question here that we need to put under the focus, diaspora, investigator, why it appears based on the evidence that Noel would have applied diversion tactics prior to him commit the crime. Why would he done that? Right? And so then, when you looked at that if the police investigators dismiss Cathy from being a suspect, then the next thing we have to look at is Noel Maitland, who created a falsified timeline at 11, which CCTV doesn't corroborate it, and which it also played out that none of the timeline supported Noel's claim. Because after he claimed that Donnalee departed at 11 a.m., Donnalee's father called Donnalee at 1:05 p.m. And not only that, Donnalee's brother in Cleveland video call Donnalee at 4:05 p.m. So diaspora, the chat, TV land, we know for 110% certainty that at 4:05 p.m. Donnalee Donaldson was alive. That is solid evidence that cannot be opposed because the timeline is there. The father evidence as it relates to the phone call is there. It cannot be opposed. It's a fact that Donnalee was alive at 4:05. It was a fact. It is a fact that Donnalee's father called her at 1:05. Goes back to the mind of this mastermind. Why, I am asking people, would Noel seems to have sorted out a way out, an escape route, a diversion of trail, taking the police investigators off the trail prior to him committed the act? Because we know that at 11 a.m., when the truck driver reaches there, Donnalee was alive. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to miss Jeopardy Friday, right? So I will be handing over my wife's portion as it relates to Jeopardy Friday. And interestingly, going forward, next week, I am anticipating how this case is going to play out, what is going to happen. I know that after 72 hours, if the investigators sadly cannot find any concrete evidence to charge Mr. Noel Maitland, then they would have to release him, or the police investigators can ask for some more time, right, and wish the judge can grant it, right, giving the police, the investigators, more time to see if they can find something, right, substantial to charge him with. So far as I speak today, what we only have a missing person and a volley of lies coming from Noel Maitland. And the question still need to answer, why would Noel Maitland injected and plotted a route to derail police investigators prior to him commit the crime? It's crazy, right? I mean, twist and turn. And this is not Fern Gully, but we are looking into the mind of someone who is premeditated and calculated. Thank you, my audience, for listening to me. Mystic Sensation will always love you and always enjoy Friday and Jeopardy. Please stand by for Jeopardy. Wifey, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Byron. A lot of things to think about. Okay, guys, so persons have been busy in the chat, so we're just going to go through persons' contribution to the topic, what they were saying, and also, again, I'm going to skip over the salutations in the interest of time. All right, so Kerry was saying this is a sad yet sticky case.
Yes, Kerry, I definitely agree with that.
And Kerry is also saying, I don't think anything will come out of it because them cover up all their tracks already.
And let me stop at that point and answer Kerry there. Right? Too many times has been lost as it relates to giving these persons adequate time, more than adequate time, to clean crime scene, right? And to do all of that. And as what Kerry said there, I do believe that they were allotted too many times, too much time to cover up their tracks, right? And so then, very good one, Kerry. I like how you're thinking there. Yeah.
Okay, so Ricardo, not easy. Ricardo healing up the Taylor's family. And Vibes is saying this is so sad indeed.
Yeah, so sad Vibes.
Really, really sad. Poor mother is just going through turmoil right now, and I got to understand. I think she either had to see the doctor or was in hospital. So we have to pray for her because I know her blood pressure cannot be normal right now. She's not getting much sleep, headache, everything in one. So we have to keep her in our prayers, guys. So please just remember her when you're praying. And I really don't know how she's ever gonna get over this. I don't think really anyone can ever get over something like this, because I, for myself, would never want to have to experience something like this.
Tough.
Right, so more salutations going out there, and Natty saying, I believe no. She's believing, but she's believing there that number 3, the girl.
I parallel with you, Natty. I go parallel with you.
And Kerry's saying, wow, so the police them involved to shake my head. Yes, because there's a big conflict of interest, because the same precinct that he worked at, his friends that were investigating initially, which is a big conflict of interest.
Big conflict of interest, of course.
And Natty's saying, if that's the case in number 2, the police system cannot be trusted. That was your 2 scenarios that you...
Okay, there you go, Natty. And you know that... well, Natty, there are so many people, right, who... believe as it relates to your opinion and will agree with your opinion as it relates to the system. We're so unfortunate. And, where you have someone who can blatantly took someone's daughter from out of her bed and designed a method so that today that she has been missing, what we have on our hands. And the question that I am wondering is there any other missing person that would reflect to possibly identify this person who involved in this? What are we dealing with? Who are we dealing with? So those are the questions that, you understand, still need to be answered. But we are anticipating the hope, right? And have faith in the investigators who are doing it to, find whatever substantial evidence so that charges can be laid, right? And I just hope and pray that that is the case, right? So it's still, a ticklish road, right? Him being arrested, right, is progress, but still not the progress that we are looking for. Mm-hmm. We are looking for the progress where charges can be mounted. And this, that I said that if Kathy and Smith doesn't involve in this, then possibly what we are dealing with here, we are dealing with a murder in first degree, articulated and calculated, right, by such person. Sickening.
Okay, and Tara G. Blogs and Dialogues, sorry guys, it's in the building. Happy Friday to you, Tara. Welcome. How are you doing? So glad to have you. And salutations going out to Tara, and Sydney saying that's what I'm thinking as well. He did not complete what he was doing at the time.
Okay.
complete what I think it's pertaining to something that you said within a timeline that she was making reference to there. And the Taylors is saying, I wish not to speak about this because if it was a little person, they would be behind bars long time. And Arlene is in the building.
But let me correct that.
I thought you would want to.
Taylor, you said I wish not to speak about this because if it was a little person, they would be behind bars a long time. Taylor, we have seen some gross errors. I think that the police want to use due diligence and want to dot all the I's and cross all the T's because the truth be told, we have seen where the police have rushed certain things, particularly with the Klansman's case. And we have now seen that some of the guys are walking, right? Because the hastiness in terms of, charging these people, and yet the evidence is not there. So based on that, slap them in the face and they have to come with reality. We are talking about modern day style, right? Where you have to be serious when it comes to the evidence, right? And if the evidence is not presented, then the judge is just not going to hear your theory, whether your theory want to sound good, whether your theory want to be well articulated. What the judge is looking on, the judge is not looking on theory, the judge is looking on evidence to support the charges. And so then if the evidence are not supporting the charges, the judge is just going to throw it out. So, and this is the very reason why Noel Mena has not been charged as yet, because they want to find something substantial. Now, I can tell you that if Donna Lee Donaldson body, so to speak, I don't know if she's dead, so let me say that. But if Donna Lee Donaldson body is found, right then and there, they are going to charge him. They are going to charge him. No two way about that. No, that would be evidence, right? Then someone will talk about might be, but they never have anybody in Vybz Kartel case, because I've heard it, I've seen this on Popeye talking about this. And where Popeye also mentioned that it is different circumstantial evidence. You understand, that may have led to Vybz Kartel conviction. I did not privy of any of those information pertaining to those evidence, what they have, right? So I don't really speak in relation to that. And so then the police would have to execute due diligence in this to make sure that before we come with a charge, we have to solid. And let me tell you, people, listen to me. If the police go ahead and charge him right now and they don't have the solid evidence and he has been freed, then that's it for the case. That's it for the case. So I still believe that, let us, allow a little time to see what the police is coming with. We hope that the police may have some good leads that may take them right to a place where they can now charge it. So that is what we are hoping. All right.
Okay, and Arlene, made by Trini Lena, is in the building. Welcome, Arlene. Happy Friday
Blessed
to you.
Arlene.
Thank you so much for joining, and salutations going out there. And the Taylor is saying, and this is so disturbing to see that her parents have to go through things like these and can't get any justice.
Really tough.
It's so sad.
What to say? It's really, really a tough one.
And Sidonie is saying exactly, Taylors, and more salutations going out there. And Sniper was saying later, Mystic family work have me away.
All right, Sniper, bless up.
I was just telling them hope work get better. And Teacher P saying happy Friday, Mystic Sensation, and everyone
bless
in
up,
the
Teacher
chat.
P.
Welcome, Teacher P. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining. And
Sister Kai
is also in the building saying hello, host and chat. How is everyone doing?
Present night to you, Kai.
Welcome, Kai. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining. And Bring Your Roy Vlogs is also in the blade. Sorry,
Bless-
tongue-tied. Blessings host and chat. Welcome, Bingy. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday to you, and more salutations going out there. And India is saying it's such a heart-rending situation, especially for Donnalee parents. Shake my head.
Yeah, really agree with you for that.
Very heart-rending.
And yeah, it's more than heart-rending, to be honest.
Okay, so more salutations going on there. More salutations. More salutations. More salutations. Salutations.
Karen.
And Kerry saying, I think
they burned the body at a morgue.
I hope
Well,
not.
okay.
Oh, sorry, I skipped over Teacher P.
The situation is so sad. Yes,
sad.
Teacher P. And go back to Kerry.
And Kerry, yes, what Kerry said.
I think they burned the body at a morgue. Well, anything possible, Kerry. To be honest, anything possible.
Hoping not. And Sniper is saying he would love to join the live, but he's at work.
Yeah, bless yourself, Sniper. Don't worry yourself.
Okay, so more salutations going out there and well wishes. More salutations and well wishes. And Teacher P saying, if he's guilty, I hope they lock him up and throw away the key.
Certainly, Teacher P.
And Charlie is saying, and he also commented over on Facebook the same thing. Oh, it's coming from Facebook. Okay. I feel Noel is part of Underworld. He's not ordinary person, because I heard from GCF official said that he even has girlfriends in judge, politics, and lawyer. Or it was on a live where what so-called police officer called in and just dropped that.
Okay, so you're well connected.
Noel, Noel's on what's his name live.
Okay.
Yep. So there's a lot of speculations being thrown out there. And Teacher P saying, yesterday I was in Port Marie and I saw a guy that was locked up a few years ago. I was shocked to see him walking free because he shot his baby mother back in 2013. Whoa.
The justice system, I don't know. The justice system seems to, and this pre-bargain business, where persons think that them can plea and get off of the sentence and so forth. Right, I think when the prosecution case, you understand, build on solid ground. Why are you pleading? Why the prosecution is agreeing to a plea bargain? I don't understand that. Right? If the prosecution know that his case is solid and have the evidence to support the charges, why are you going into a plea?
Okay, see. Teacher P said that guy was in the police force as well. I heard that he used to physically abuse his baby mother. Then when she wanted to leave him, he shot her. So that's a part of my theory with what has happened to Donnalee. I think she may have wanted to leave him.
And slept with him the night before.
Remember that the mom said she had gone to the house and sometime before, I don't know if nearer to when her birthday or whatever, but sometime in the past, he had gone to the house and was making a lot of commotion and whatever, and she was scared and whatever. Anything, you plot out your scenario, I'm just thinking how I'm thinking. Because if he was plotting out timeline throughout the day to match when he called the mom for it to say she left at 11 o'clock and made sure the driver turned up at 11 o'clock to make it look like the driver had something to do with it. He was plotting
to mislead the investigator.
She wanted to leave him. Anything is in play right now. And so Denise saying, Teacher P, I don't understand why and how much crime was committed and they're getting such short sentences. It's sad.
Yes, and that is what I'm talking about, Sydney. Right? A man can do some brutal thing. And I'm also looking on the case with that guy in Clarendon who killed the mother and 5 children. And know that he pleaded, right? What is going to be his sentence? I'm anticipating that. 5 persons lose their life. 5 persons lost their life. Sorry. Right? So what is going to be, his judgment? I'm just anticipating that as well. System so seems like it's a joke.
And Teacher P saying, that's exactly my point, Sidney. And Chuck Life is saying, Sidney is so true. And Sidney is saying, was going to ask if he was a police Teacher P. But she mentioned that. And Kerry was saying, I saw something in the paper today that says a lady fatally stabbed a man and was sentenced to 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, fatally is the operative word, because fatally means that he's out of here. Right?
But she's saying the time that.
But the time that she got is just 4 years to just a slap on the wrist, and that is what Kerry is reinforcing. So you kill someone and you get 4 years.
That's 2 years, because it runs concurrently day and night.
Look at that, as my wife said, right? Because they count day as 1, night as 2. So even 4 years, she's going to do 2 years. Crazy.
I wonder why people just going around and killing people and not having a second thought, because the system is a joke. And Teacher P saying, yesterday he was a police. I know him from high school. He was a few grades ahead of me. Yesterday is shaking her head and sighing, telling you we're living in very, very, very perilous times. And so then he's saying, well, Teacher P, and Teacher P saying 4 years is too short, Kerry. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. It's a joke. And Charlie's saying they should investigate more because they're working with the police to cremate her body is a possibility.
Yes, Charlie Payne, that is a possibility. I mean, anything is possible. And that is one of our possibilities as well.
Chuck Life is saying, wonderful topic.
Bless up Chuck Life. And know it go. And know when I want to back in a bus.
You know what? Push the chair away from me. And so then he said, Byron, honestly, this is getting too drawn out. It will be so sad if the result given to us not satisfying. My God.
Sidney, let me say something to you. And try to prepare you. Right? For me, let me say this, people. I honestly think that if the investigators did have something substantially, they would have just gone ahead and just charged him. So if they're going to use question and answer, right, to might be put him into a corner, right, and so that charge can be followed after the question and answer. For me personally, I honestly doubt that. Because trust me, from once he's set in that settings, he is not going to speak. He is going to maintain, right, his rights as it relates to the caution. He is not obliged to say anything. And the lawyer is going to be there to ensure that his caution rights being respected. So what is this, people?
You see, that's why the
What
Bible
is this,
said,
people?
woe unto these lawyers.
Yeah, what is this, people? Let me prepare you from now. I am not going to be surprised that he may not be charged. And then, whatever evidence, I don't know what the investigators have as it relates to evidence. Whether or not they want to take a chance, and regardless what is what, you understand, they might want to charge him based on the evidence they have. Whether the evidence has the merit to substantiate the charge, and whether those charges can be held up within the process, right? So even if the police charge him, when those charges are processing through the judiciary, right? Are those charges has as much merit, right, to hold the line. That is what, to hope and see. But I am not going to be surprised if the investigators has not forthcoming with a charge. But I would happy, and Jamaican people would be happy to know that charges are forwarded. So I'm hoping for the best that scenario played out, because not only that it rests on Donnalee's family, it is a huge concern as it relates to all Jamaica. To say that if that can happen to Donnalee, that can happen to any one of us.
And the police force,
right,
is under the microscope right now.
Exactly. Because, and one of the reasons why we have seen that, let me speak. I don't want to, I think I respect the investigators doing their thing, right? And I will allow them that space and that time, right? Because let me say, people, I don't know what the investigators have in their evidence. What I am taking, this is the court of public opinion, where we are taking the evidence, right, that already in social media space, as it relates to the timeline that was given by Sophia Love, which is Donnalee's mother, and the timeline that was given by the truck driver. And if we put those timelines in account that I did in a chronological sequence for you, then you will understand that what Noel Maitland is talking about as it relates to 11 a.m. where his girlfriend departed his apartment is foolishness. It is lie. You understand? It is totally lie. Right? And we have evidence to show you that Donnalee was alive at 1:05 p.m. when the father called, and Donnalee was also alive at 4:05 p.m. when her brother, right, via video call, right, communicated with her. So we know for sure that the timeline as it relates to Donnalee's missing fall between 4:05 p.m. and any time going up there. But all we know on social media, all we know on as it relates to the diaspora, at 4:05 p.m. when the father called, Donnalee was alive.
Okay. All right. So Teacher P saying, lol, where you get that name there for Mr. Mystic Truck Life?
Teacher P, you don't know Corporal Wappy back.
Should remember.
Huh?
And Charlie is saying, yes, Byron, come on, Jeopardy time.
All right. Me out right, man. Me hand it over to moms already, you know. Hand it over to wife.
And welcome, C-San. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday to you.
Yes,
Korea, thank you so much for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And how are you this weekend? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. And Sidani saying, loud truck life. And one weedy legend bush farmer is in the building saying, nighttime humans. Welcome, welcome.
All right, one weedy.
Call you Weedy. Thank you so much for joining us, Weedy. Happy Friday to you. Really appreciate you being here.
All right.
Truck Life said, Teacher P, I got the name from the horse himself.
From the horse's mouth, Truck Life. Make him know. Corporal Wappy back.
And Sidani saying, I agree, Karen. So Sidani is agreeing what Kerry commented.
Said, yeah.
And Teacher P saying, lol, okay, Truck Life. And Sisang is saying, good friend. Thank you so much again.
Sisang.
Okay, and Truck Life says, Mr.
Corporal
Wappy back
back
on Mrs. Unbox.
Remember me told you.
And that's why I'm not playing with him again, because I play him too rough.
Truck Life know how we roll.
Okay, so I was telling Teacher P that the name came from the prank. She was saying she didn't remember. And Vibes was saying, nowadays they are doing these things very smart. My nephew and my cousin missing over a year now, and I know nobody can
see or hear nothing. Vibes, boy, I tell you, Vibes. Boy, trust me, Jamaicans must feel
Our
fear.
deepest sympathy to you, Vibes. I really don't know what to say because
Right.
there's so many things going on now that you cannot rule out anything where nobody can be found, nobody, no remains, no nothing. You know that you have human trafficking, you have all these underworld things that are going on. I don't know
And you
what
know,
is wrong
but
with
on
us
it,
as
I
humans who are
want-
behaving worse than second-class animals
And
to
I-
each other.
And I want to tell the people to be aware and be cognizant of organs, right? Situation where people organs being removed and being sold over the internet. Are those things happening, right? So you understand, we have 800 people missing, unaccounted for. Unaccounted for, 800 persons been missing within a short time frame as well.
You have
So
to
what is going on?
pray before you go out, pray when you're going in, and pray when you get in and say, thank you, Jesus, I am home safe.
Naturally, honey.
Because a lot of persons who fall victims, I know they watch on social media, they watch on the news and everything, and you never think that this could befall me. You're looking at it unfold for somebody else, and then within no time at all, it becomes your reality. And it is so sad what we are doing to each other as human beings.
You know, people look at it.
We are our worst enemies.
People look at it. And let me speak, right, within the view of Mrs. Sophia Love. Just imagine a mother there with her daughter, right? Both of them laid in their bed. And someone called, right? And where she witnessed the phone call. Witnessed her daughter leaving, right, into this man's vehicle that she identified. And now her daughter missing, and may have been that the person who took her from the mother's home may have been the last person who had seen her. And you are going to tell me, Jamaica, that the government of Jamaica, the institutions as it relates to the police, right, seems, and I'm saying that if this person is not going to be charged, that something like this can happen. Right? Something like this can happen and nothing being done.
Well,
it's sad.
They need to do something because right now the police force is under the microscope, and they've been under the microscope before, but this is worst because it's one of their own or several of their own that's been implicated. So
the truth be told, Oni, is that a lot of police men and women are participating in several crimes in Jamaica. And that is the truth about the matter. No hard feelings. You understand? I came from the institution, you know, but I'm talking the truth. You understand? Because it is just total corruption as we see certain involvement. The last operation as it relates to a drug bust, a police officer was caught on the scene. A police officer was caught on the scene. Nothing now hide. The people don't know. You understand what I say? No, the people don't even trust some of the police officers. You understand? To give any form of information to. It is that dangerous and that no me.
Okay, again, our deepest sympathy to you regarding that situation, Thompson. I know it's not easy. And Weedy saying, wait, this justice now get better. No, a lot of ladies go missing and they're not doing nothing. They need to find the rest of people. Them want that gone missing.
That gone missing. So true, one Weedy. But I tell you, say one Weedy, boy, I don't know what is happening. The system just, trust me.
And Teacher P saying, that's so sad Vibes. I can imagine what you and your family is going through.
And what I don't like, you know.
It's crazy.
Right, I have seen what is his name, Stephen?
Andre.
I have seen Andre Stephen, right, who really and truly, to me, you understand, take on the mantle, you understand, and, you know, campaigning for justice. And you know what? I have seen some people who are making some negative comments against the youth, you understand, to demoralize him, you understand, and paint him wrong, to say, well, he's sourcing misinformation through the media. You understand? Because the youth take on the plight. So I'm wondering what is happening in terms of, you know, a youth like that who is passionate about justice, right? He needs to be helped. You understand? To help fight the justice. Fight the injustice. But yet you have people out there bashing him and try to paint him as someone who is sourcing misinformation. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Okay, and Sidonie saying, wow, vibes, sorry to hear about that. And Chuck Life was saying, when Miss Ann opened the door and saw Mr. Corporal, what about that was epic.
Yes, Chuck Life.
Laughing. And Chuck Life is saying, we are living in some crazy and outrageous times. I'm telling you.
So true, Chuck Life.
Crazy.
All right.
And Teacher P saying, for real, Chuck Life, very crazy times indeed.
What do you put this on?
I'm going over to Jeopardy. And see, Empress is saying,
Byron, look at the microphone there. I need to speak. Yeah, but let it go.
All right, Tim, let it go. Okay, I'm just going to go through the chat and read.
Sister Empress.
And read the comments, and then we get into our Jeopardy games, because I know you guys are not going to be happy if we miss Jeopardy again this week.
So, Sister Empress, so let it go. So do your thing.
And Teacher P, Great Life is here, just looking at what's going on in Jamaica here, the land I live in. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And Empress is saying, good night, y'all. Happy Friday. Hope you had an amazing week. My birthday Sunday, so y'all wish me from now. Wow, if you wish. Happy birthday, Empress. When it comes.
Sing Empress happy birthday.
Look here. You have insurance on all of these screens here. The glass over there and everything. If you have insurance on everything that will crack, then I will sing. But if no insurance on the bottom,
people in the chat, I said, me I set off and I'm on the TV screen get cracked.
Oh, good. Oh, she was talking about the prank again. Okay, so more salutations going out there. Empress is saying, Ricky, tell Byron, leg on the mic.
Leg on the mic.
And Teacher P saying, I know what you mean, Weedy. And Chuck, okay, so they're talking about the prank again. And chilling with Ali and Molly's in the building saying, good night, host and chat. Good night, chilling. Welcome, welcome. And Teacher P saying, happy birthday to Empress. I'll send you your birthday wishes. One away, Empress.
All right.
And Empress is saying, Chuck Life, rub up it up, then make Byron remember to get up out of the seat. And Teacher P saying, for real, Chuck Life, and salutations going out there. Chuck Life say, Empress, I miss soon stop blow the blow you to the seat. Okay, and more salutations going on there. And Charlie is commenting over on Facebook again. Says some police snitching on one another, and some run gun firing after snitching. Jaja, about 25 people in the JCF run gun to my knowledge. Oh my goodness. Okay, and more salutations going on there. Ricardo said, and why Charlie over Facebook and not over here? So Charlie spreading his wings. Oh my goodness, the chat just ran.
I'll just go into the Jeopardy. Yes.
And Weedy is saying, Jaja, them are doing ladies, them this. What? Them are doing ladies, them this. What think are going to happen in 2030? Jaja, okay, if they're doing this now.
No, yeah, exactly.
7 years, what? 8 years from now, what is going to happen? And Weedy is really pondering. Ricardo, Charlie, so Ricardo, me all over. And Weedy is saying this shit system now get better.
Everything will come from the roots. They need to clean up the root before cleaning up anything else. And I am 110% agree with one Weedy for that. Because you understand, they have to make sure so they clean from the head. Right? We have a political problem in Jamaica as well, you know. You understand, we're politicians, right? Some of these politicians are rotten to the core and involved as well. And so then, Weedy Legend is totally correct where that is concerned.
Okay, and Weedy is reminding you guys to like and share the live.
Blessings,
Weedy. Thank you so much for that. And Kerry saying this past joke. Yes.
Yeah, don't joke about that, Kerry. Remember me told you.
Oh, Ricardo is saying want to join on Facebook to whom if a search for. Let me see. Nightbot has been dropping it in the chat. It's Anne-Marie Horton. Anne-Marie Watson Horton. And okay is asking where is David, and Ricky Live 365 is in the building saying
Ricky.
Welcome, Ricky. Happy Friday to you. And Kerry saying, I think nothing will come out of this case. Believe me.
Kerry, I tell you something, you know, Kerry, right? You see, somehow that perception that you have, it also rests in the back of my mind as well, to be honest with you, Kerry. That definitely rests in the back of my mind. And that is so sad. It's sad when something like this can happen and you understand, and no justice.
I'm telling you.
Right? It is really, you know, telling, you know, and I honestly don't know. Right? The system is just, trust me, it seems like the entire system gone rogue, to say the least. It seems like the entire system gone rogue.
And we did saying a couple years ago, a man killed his wife, and a year after the system let him go. Ridiculous.
Crazy.
Okay, so salutations going out there, and we did saying them kind of government are the people them a vote for judge.
We didn't say, but we did.
No better than the other. That's why they need to go.
You understand? But we are 110% right.
Mm-hmm. And Sidon is saying, I'm also preparing for the unexpected because 1 minute it looks like you're like progress making, and the next minute everything seems to drop at square one.
And that's why Sidon, you understand, I try to prepare my audience mind. You understand? That not look too much to be positive with this, because I think for me, if they have the solid evidence, they'll just go ahead and charge them already. And if they are going to depend on a Q&A, you understand, to bring forth charges. Well, guess what? I don't think that the man is not going to say anything.
Not going to incriminate himself.
Not going to incriminate himself.
Unless he's an idiot.
So where we go from there? Where do we go from there? Is either they are going to charge him with the evidence that they have already, if they have substantial evidence, right? And then regardless of how the Q&A, you understand, ended, you understand, they're still going to charge him anyway. Well, that would be good, right? But if they are depending on the Q&A, you understand, so that charges can be forthcoming. We can tell them, say, nobody look.
And we said police are big scam and not hide that.
Well, yeah, if you agree with Weedy again, 100%.
And he was agreeing with you with the lie when you put a timeline together and said that what he was saying was a lie.
Exactly.
So he's agreeing with you and he's saying big
lie.
All right, and Ricky's saying I go sleep. You want to sleep. All right, so guys, I am going to get into Jeopardy. So I'm going to start it and then I will finish with the chat while you guys are coming up with your answers. So I am going to reveal the Jeopardy screen, and as you know, the rules, if it's the question will be in the form of a statement. The answer needs to be given in the form of a question. So if it's a place or thing, it's what is. If it's a person, it's who is. And first person to come in with the correct answer chooses the next category and for how much they want that category for. And first prize as usual, $1,000 credit. Second, third, fourth, $500 credit, Digicel or Flow. So I am going to share the screen.
Anyone can join as well, whether yard, abroad, foreign, and wherever.
And in between,
feel free to join in on the Jeopardy, right? All right.
All right, so there we go. That's our screen. So tonight we have mathematics. Don't run to the bathroom, Charlie. Stay put.
Charlie, not running a Charlie.
Animals, geography, name the movie, fast food restaurants. So it's a free for all right now to choose a category and the amount. The first one I see we will start with, and then whoever, as I said, answers first will choose the next category. All right, so let's see. Okay, Forever Humble, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Forever Humble says maths for 100.
What do you mean?
All right, let's do math for 100. Name of an angle that measures less than 90 degrees. Name of an angle that measures less than 90 degrees. You know, so you can't whisper. All right, let me continue with the chat while you're working on your answers, because we've had persons that have joined us since. And okay, salutations going on there. Ricardo.
Try to put some Byron in the chat tomorrow.
You passed me, Jeopardy, and they got that story about. Chuck Life is laughing. Ricardo is saying Mrs. Moms. Okay, so salutations going out there with Ricky. And Jordan is saying, Mystic, how are you doing? We're doing okay, Jordan. How are you doing?
Bless yourself, Jordan.
And Chuck Life says, such man say, Moms, 2 times now. 3 strikes and you're out, mister.
Why, Chuck Life, trust me. No care sometime I try. I try if you don't say Chuck Life. Boy, he just fly out of my mouth.
And that you said, lol, good night. Okay, that's a good night. Thank you so much for joining us. More salutations. So Ricardo said, then Sir Byron, why you not buy the chair yet? I stopped him, Ricardo, because there's nothing wrong with that chair. He chose to buy that chair, so he's gonna sit in it until something happens to it.
Yes, Ricardo.
And if he deliberately does something to the chair, he's still gonna sit in it.
Better try to damage the chair for buy one new chair.
And Tiffany said, checking in again. Thank you so much.
Bless yourself, Tiffany.
Tiffany, hope work is not too hectic for you. So more salutations going out there. And Weedy saying, Jaja.
Now tell her, Weedy, you don't know the things that you are, Weedy. The system just corrupt to the core.
And the Dennis Way is in the building saying, hello, Mystic. Hello, Dennis Way. Thank you so much for joining. And over on Facebook, we have Linda Powell. Thank you so much, Linda. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate you being here. And we right. Saying, them people that were missing they are Jamaica again. Okay. Oh. So he's talking about the trafficking.
Yeah.
And Ricky's saying it's like a Jamaican rapture. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yes, Ricky.
Yeah, when you look at it like that, because this minute the person is here, the next person minute them disappear, so it must be the rapture.
Trust me, man. Bye. Fishes.
And Willie saying that's true, lady host. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And then Dennis was saying the situation with Donnalee is so sad. I cried. Oh my goodness, it's affecting every single person. Except the perpetrator. As mom of daughter, I cried.
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Daughter.
Dennis Way, let me tell you something. It is so sad. It is so sad.
So sad. Answer before. Okay, guys, continue. I'm just looking to see. Okay. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct response. Then we go to the next question and continue with the chat. So the answer is, what is acute angle? And it's an angles between 0 and 90 degrees are called acute angles. All right, so there's the screen. So let's see who first came in with the correct response. And I've already refreshed. Okay, so first on the board with the correct response is Truck Life.
What Truck Life? Remember say, look, you're not playing on 6 bars again, you know. Remember me told you.
No, 6 around here.
Truck Life up on the board.
So Truck Life, then Ricardo and realize he make a mistake, so I'm gonna try fast, but trust me, in big finger.
Truck Life knock him out.
Truck Life, them hit so many
keys. Yeah, man, Truck Life knock him out.
And then Forever Humble, then Chilling. You have, remember, if it's a thing, you have to put what is.
All right, how much for that for you, Truck Life?
100. You have to put what is. If it's a thing or place, but if it's a person, it's who is, and then the answer. Forever almost a Byron, you're in farmer, that's what I can impress. And Ricardo said in farmer Byron. All right. So Tamira also came in with the correct answer. Welcome, Tamira. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining. No, you're not late. Anytime you turn up.
Anytime you're there, mommy.
And Truck Life is saying math for 200. Okay. Let's see what's under there. I am an angle that measures exactly 180 degrees, and it is double your point.
Whoa.
Double your point. You can't whisper. Okay, and I will continue with the chat while you work on your answers. Okay. Okay, that's where I was. And Weedy was saying there's more than 800 missing.
Well, Weedy, what is the approximate figure? Right, because I got 800, but trust me, 800 is too much.
I'm telling you, and Weedy is saying by the year done, more people going to go missing, and it's true.
And then, all right, I heard Andre Stevens asking the very same question, which part I'm interested in too. How many of the 800 person that is recorded missing being found? Right? So that sort of statistics need to be out there as it relates to how many reported missing for over what period of time, and how the system work to might be reduce that figure. How much of that, right, has been found?
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
And then Dennis is saying her boyfriend. And Arlene is saying mercy. Yes.
Why, Arlene? I tell you, Arlene, trust me. Rough.
So Weedy is saying greedy people and their ego.
Yes, Weedy. 110%. Hey, Weedy need to come up on it. Come up on the thing, you know. Weedy have a lot of, you understand, awareness. I love that.
And Weedy is saying they not do nothing. They know what happened to her. Just to think the system, I give you it. Now I give you no rights. Nothing to her, justice. You think the system, I give you it. Now I give you no rights.
Really, you know, so the thing what I look upon really, right? And people like chat and people like diaspora as well. When them look upon this case here, and them say this case here have 2 folds, you know. You understand? Criminal and civil. And I think say, if this case here you understand, I have to pursue criminally, right? And then, you know, conviction have to will come from that. Then of course they are anticipating the civil. Now, what the system may be looking on, and I don't know, I am just, people may just assume, you know, have no facts. See, I saw the system I look on it. But me I say, might be the system I look on it and say, boy, them not have the lawsuit money if you go pay and all them things and where blah blah blah. And the system now do anything much because of they are more looking on the civil side of things, not really the criminal side, you know. You understand? Because the criminal side of things, well, might put him in a prison and blah blah blah. But whatever lawsuit is going to come after, you understand, which might be huge and affect the budget. You understand, which is also going to affect taxpayers, right? So the system sort of relax. You understand, and just making this thing play out, which is still sad because justice delayed is justice denied. Maybe stop the chatting now because Empress, maybe stop the chat. Stop from chat.
All right. So first, okay. So the correct answer is what is a straight angle. So first person in with the correct response is Kai.
Aye, Sister Kai. And how much
Then
goes to that?
Ricardo. So it is 200 and it's
Points
double your point.
What? Kai came in
The
and
double
he
point
kicked down
came in very early. So
Well.
400.
There you go, Kai kicking over the scoreboard with stepping on the points, 200 points. That is doubled. Her points, her lead is 400. So Kai on the board with 400 points and Chuck Life up on the board. Chuck Life now playing on 6 bars. Chuck Life with 100.
So
All
Kai
right.
is to choose next. And we also have Daniel, TV, comedy, and entertainment in the building. Welcome, welcome. Tamira and Zone, welcome. Happy Friday to you.
Bless upon yourself, bless upon yourself. And remember, folks who are listening to us, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like, right, the information, right, that, you know, we are disseminating and you like the culture and the vibes over here, feel free to subscribe to the Mystic Sensation and let us grow together, right? At the Mystic Sensation, we break down things in a chronological sequence, chronological order, and present it for better understanding. Welcome, all new subscribers. We love you and we see you as one family. Bless up, Mystic Sensation.
Okay, and also, guys, feel free, if you don't have anyone that's in the chat, feel free to make friends. And friendship will be returned in due time. So,
all right.
Persons in the chat have channels as well. So feel free to share the love.
Yes, okay. People want to share the love. You know, so we're there. You understand? Uno have. You understand? Find a friend. You understand? Subscribe and blah blah blah. Want to share the love, and that me I said. Why, if you feel good?
Okay.
All right.
And Daniel. Okay, welcome, Daniel. Thank you so much for coming. And Green Nation Vlog is in the building.
Well,
sirens and all. His service vehicle was fixed. Giveaway.
Bless up yourself, Green Nation.
Green Nation has arrived. Mystic and Byron. Blessings to
Bless
you.
up yourself, my general.
That's the entrance we use.
Yeah, man, and that we use to, man, and that we love.
Clean up my ears because all them sirens are almost deaf.
Green Nation, you know how long I don't see the truck here. My wife pray for you fix the truck, you know. Remember me told you. No, the truck fix.
The truck were in a garage already.
Yeah, no, the truck fix you and move on, man.
Right, I'm just going through to make sure I did not miss anyone who just joined us because the chat has gotten away from me, to be honest. Okay, so let's see what Kai has chosen. Math for 400 and Charlie is missing.
Charlie, where you the Charlie?
Math on the board, so
Charlie
missing.
Mathematics are beat you so bad, Charlie.
Like Charlie got a bathroom.
You know what I'm going to know? Anytime I see Charlie trouble me, I just fling up a maths on the board and make him run away. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, so the question is the mathematical term for the answer to a subtraction problem. The mathematical term for the answer to a subtraction problem. All right, so I just keep where I'm highlighted because if not, then I have to be searching back through. And Sidonie saying, so true, Byron.
Well, we do something up, you know. They now go back up, so they now do nothing. They know what.
We did that
Oh,
one already.
already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And commented. And Dennis was saying, this better not won't be a 9-day talk. No, man, it's more than 9 days now it's going on, so it's not stopped yet. Still going on because we know so everything for a 9-day talk and then you forget about it. It's come like a belly full, and once you go to the bathroom, then that's it. But not this time. This time.
And this is where I really honored Andre Stevens to keep the fire, right? Keep the fire burning, Andre. Me I tell you, keep the fire burning, my boss. You understand? No stop from campaign. You understand? Because you swing the wheel of justice.
Okay, and Truck Life Sidonie Ricardo and everybody there is sending happy birthday wishes to Empress, and Arlene is also wishing Empress a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Ricardo, you're so corrupt about no one of your birthday wishes about And we did say happy birthday to Empress before it comes. Now you're going to full joy your month. Highly I bless you.
Bless up yourself.
Yeah, bless up yourself, Empress. Happy birthday when it comes on Sunday. And she's saying, thank you guys. I appreciate this so much.
Bless up yourself, Sister Empress.
And Empress said, Ricky, me want my birthday paragraph Sunday morning
early.
She want a whole paragraph. And Charlie's saying, happy birthday, Empress, the queen of the pack. Wow, and look at all of that.
I love that.
Ricardo said, leave me alone, you know. And she's saying she's accepting gifts as well.
You mean Empress after me not blame you?
Ricardo said, Charlie, extra sir. Okay, and Vibes is saying, thanks, my boo, Charlie Pin. And Mama's handprint is in the building saying, greetings, Mr. and Mrs. Mystic. Welcome, Mama. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And Moya is saying, this is so sad, Mystic.
I'm telling you, Moya. Yeah, man, really sad. No joke about that.
And Mama is blessing up everyone. And Sidonie is saying, exactly, Mr. Byron. And Charlie is saying, she named Empress. I will treat my queen. Happy birthday.
Look on the roses, all them things.
That is a gentleman.
Charlie Pin of style, you know.
And thank you so much, Adair, for still being here. So blessings, more blessings going out to Mama Handprint. Boy, did I stress out Ricardo. Ricardo did that stress. Okay, all right. Let's see who first came in with the correct response, and then I continue and try to catch up with the chat. I said, and careless people, you're not have nothing for them. I try to come spam people, chat with them nastiness.
Can you imagine?
I'll block them. All right, so okay, not so 400. So let's see who first came in with the correct response. Let me see the response. Oops. All right. So what is difference? All right, so I am trying to make sure Sue comes first because I do not want anybody shouting at me in any tone of words. So I am refreshing and doing my due diligence. So first, with the correct response is Kai.
I know sure that.
Then Tamira, 300.
Whoa, Kai,
then Tamira, no, Truck Life. Then Ricardo, Tamira, which is different. You don't really have to put the questions in as long as you have the what is, because I know it's time consuming to even
Dear
type
people,
that
you
out.
have it.
And then you have Daniel, Ricardo said about Jesus, and then you have Empress.
Well, there you have it, people. Kai comes with blood in her eyes. Now Kai on 700 points and Truck Life on 100 points. Kai, your time to continue to choose. You are at the wheel, Kai.
Daniel said, Kai, can you put your hand in your pocket, please? I'm laughing.
Kaya rip up the board.
Okay, I look on this device to see what
I wonder if Kai can mash the Ricardo top score. Wow, what of that thing tonight?
She said math for 300. We just brought up 300. Hold on. We just brought up 300. So it should be math for 400. You want math for 400? Okay, what did she say first? Was it math for 400 and I chose the incorrect thing? Oh, Jesus.
I think the math for 300.
Oh, she had said math for 400. Sorry, Kai.
Oh, so it's 400.
First, so I'm gonna give her 400 now. She's choosing 300. Sorry, I chose the wrong one.
So should I add 100 to our score?
No, because they answered the 300 one. I'm bringing up the 400 one now. Yeah, she had asked for 400. Sorry about that. And a dash graph that uses the height or length of rectangles to compare data. And it's a definition of something, is a graph that uses the height or length of rectangles to compare data. Let's say data, that's what we say in Jamaica. My backside, on the British side, so nothing wait for me if you just go back in the chat to catch up a little bit. My son not too bright. Oh, not too bright. Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right. So first on the board, you know what? Let me. All right, do it quickly and come back. Okay. All right, so first on the board with the correct response. Let me give the response because I already have it. What is a bar graph? So first with the correct response is Empress. Ricardo, you didn't finish it. What is bar? You have to put bar graph. Could be bar that you go and drink liquor or whatever. And then we have Tamira. Daniel also cut it short. Chocolate cut it short. You say potato, I say potato. You say tomato, I say tomato. Welcome, Dion. Happy it's Dion and family. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you, Sassy. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're not studying too hard right now. And I hope you had a good success on your test that you had recently. Okay, welcome, happy team. Thank you so much for passing through. Really appreciate that. Happy Saturday to you guys. All right, so who just got the point? Who did I say got the point? Hold on. Oops. Empress. Oops, no, I can't go back in that one. And that was for 400 points. All right, so Empress, choose the next category. And for how many points? Okay, yes, I passed my test. Congratulations. Congratulations, Sassy. Well done. We knew you could do it. Welcome, happy gang gang, happy Friday to you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Happy team, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate the support. Happy Saturday to you. All right, I'm going to have to, let's see. Hold on, I'm just trying to see where I am. So there. All right, so let's see how much she chose for. This difference. Okay. Sorry guys, I can't get back up on the other device. It has locked the chat. I can't get beyond. So I'm just gonna see how much she requested. My goodness, this just threw me right off. But graph is already in the question, so technically it is correct. Hold on, let me see. Okay, that's true. Yeah, a bar. Okay, yep. Point taken. Point taken, Tamira. I forgot that graph was already in the question. So yes, so it would be, sorry, Empress, it would be Ricardo's point. I'm sorry. Because bar is already in the question. So Ricardo, you get to choose the next, you get to choose, my goodness, you get to choose the next category and for how many points. I'm just trying to figure out the chat here. No, Charlie's gone to eat. He has not eaten anything yet, so he's eating. He's going to get a bite to eat quickly before his blood sugar falls. So he will be right back. He's not emptying out anything. Well, easy. Yes, Ricardo, I saw that it's already in there. Tamira corrected that. So I made the correction in terms of yes, Tamira, that's what happened to me now. So I'm trying to figure it out. So that's why I'm going through slowly. I was doing it on the phone, but then it threw me right off. Okay, Ricardo is now saying math for 500. Okay, I'm seeing it now on the, the other device. Okay, all right. The difference between the greatest and the least value in a set of data is the difference between the greatest and the least value in a set of data is what is the answer? All right, so while you're working on the answers there, I'm watching it on the other device. Yes, me can't keep up with you know. Oh my God. Me can't keep up with you at all. I'm not too British. All right. Oh my goodness, me not even drop the question fast enough. The answers them start rolling in already. Okay. All right. So what is the range? So first person on the board with the correct response for 500 points is Kai. So that will bring Kai to 1,200. Truck Life is at 100. And Ricardo is at 400 points. So this is the board. Again, so Kai, that you choose the next category and for how many points. And then Tamira also came in with the correct answer. Ricardo, Daniel, Truck Life is laughing at Ricardo's comment. Okay. All right, so Kai, choose the next category and for how many points. Okay, so she's saying Geo for 500. Make sure you get the amount right. So Geo for 500. Name the country to which the flag belongs. Name the country to which the flag belongs. All right, let's get back to the chat and see if I can. Okay, that's where it stopped. Luckily, had a lot of emojis in it. Okay, some more salutations going out there, more comments, more salutations going out there. Charlie said, Mass, me gonna cook pork for Rasta, yeah. Charlie, not easy, you know. Charlie, not easy at all. Okay. Okay, so more salutations and answers there. Ricardo said, badness it name, stick with the old chair. Right, there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm going to stick with it instead of buying it. So it's going to stick with it until it finish out its time. Chilling is saying my own spelling wrong. Hush. Okay. Teacher P say, yeah, go on with things Truck Life when you got the first question there. Tamira said, Truck Life did not pay attention in a class. All right. And Teacher P is laughing at Tamira's comment. Truck Life said, Tamira only in math class. And Weedy saying, I blessing nighttime tomorrow. You're never late. Same way so Weedy, never late. Anytime you turn up, it's good time. And Tamira say, hey, well, that good. All right, so more answers coming in there. Okay, and we welcome Green and more salutations going out to Green. All right. Let's see. All right, so the answers are coming in. Let's see who first came in with the correct response. Daniel said, what kind of fingers do you have on balling? All right, so Ricardo. All right, let's bring up the answer first. So what is China? Or where is China? Because it's a place. So what is China? So first on the board with the correct response is Ricardo. And that is for 500 points. So 500 for Ricardo, making it 900. And Tamira, Daniel corrected himself. Then Ricardo Going back and put the answer again. And Empress is there struggling due to how many days zero. Apparently her data is giving her problems. Hush. And okay. Empress said choose effigy Ed. All right, let me bring up the board. So there you go. So Ricardo says Geo for 400. Name of the Earth's largest ocean. Name of the Earth's largest ocean. You say, oh, no, not even give me a chance for breathe 2 times. I tell you to say, on a hot, on a British bad. All right, I see the answer that I am looking for. What is Pacific Ocean? All right, let's see who first came in with the correct response. So first on the board with the correct response is wait for it, is Truck Life. Oh, him really pay attention in a class for true, but he was only math class, but like him pay attention in a geo class too. So Truck Life, and that is for 400 points. Then Kai, Ricardo, Tamira, Daniel. Daniel said, me stop type. Empress. Okay. And Empress came in. Okay. And Truck Life is choosing animals for 100. Okay. This animal has rectangular pupils. This animal has rectangular pupils. All right. So salutations going out there to Green, and we had already welcomed Green. So salutations going out there and answers coming in. Danisha, am I missing something? Oh, I get it. Oh my goodness. Danielle. Chilling. Okay. All right, more salutations going out there, and okay. Tamira said friendship will be returned in Jesus' name. That would laugh. President Ricky, you try and translate this voice note into a text message, cause I'm gonna turn it up to over IG. Tamira said, "Better drink something before this alive, you know." Oh my goodness. And we decided okay, I'll wait until Byron come back for, I like that one. I'll wait until he comes back. He's sound like he's coming down the stairs. Okay, some more salutations going out there. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct response. There's a number of animals. I think I have 5 possible ones or 4 that have rectangular eyes. So if you answer with any of those, and I see one so far, so I can reveal the answers. So what is sheep, goat, octopuses, and toads? So 4 that has rectangular pupils. Person never do geography, oh my goodness. Hush, Empress. Okay, so first on the board with the correct response is Ricardo, then Empress. No, that one isn't in the mix. Then Daniel playing two something here. No, nope. Yes, it was China flag, Weedy. All right, so first on the board with that correct response was Ricardo, and that is for 100 points. So that brings Ricardo to 1,000 points, Kai at 1,200, and Truck Life is at 500 points. Oh my goodness, there's the board to choose Ricardo, so choose. Charlie Pin say, I'm not even going to say the first part. So, what animal that? Oh my goodness. And he's saying Geo for 300. All right, so the Greenland shark has the longest known lifespan of all vertebrates. True or false? The Greenland shark has the longest known lifespan of all vertebrates. True or false? All right, let's continue up in the chat. So I'll go back to that comment when Byron gets back, Weedy. Truck Clive said, this is my first time having out my calculator for maths and it's not needed. Shit, man. Where's Truck Clive? Oh my goodness, and I read that from Daniel. And these people who don't have nothing to do tonight to come over here trying to, with them nastiness. Okay, so I'll go back to that too when Byron gets back. Empress, if I tell you, Daniel, yes, now I'm going good at all. Daniel said, Empress, lend me your phone tonight, no? And Daniel is bawling. Oh my God, and Green Nation is blessing up Empress. Empress, so when me live by myself, me have to go start a GoFundMe if we get sponsors to put on Wi-Fi. Hush, Empress. And I welcome Sassy again. Welcome, Sassy. Happy Friday to you. And Green is saying, I'm here on the work as usual, Mystic, so you know how it go. Yeah, Green, thank you so much for joining in. And really hope that work is not too stressful for you. And I hope that you will have a blessed weekend. And my scorekeeper is coming back. Me have to tell Charlie, say, you know, I'm going to let out nothing. I take care, I go take it.
No, man, I feed my face, Charlie.
Charlie, not easy, you know.
Right, George. I said, Ricardo and Kai in a war tonight.
May I tell you? And Daniel, I tell Kai if you keep her in her pocket. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's see. Okay, let's see the responses there. Okay, I am just going to refresh. Okay, and welcome Overton, George. Thank you so much for still being here. Really appreciate you being
Bless
here.
myself, Overton.
And Mikato, 3 TVs in the building saying mega love shout out. Mega love shout out to you, Mikato. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so let's see. You know what? I'm going to fix them people the business once and for all. I mean, I come over here with them slackness. All right, let me just do this and then I'll fix them business. All right. So what is true? So first on the board with the correct response is Truck Life.
Truck Life. And
300
What?
points. Or for Truck Life. Then Daniel, Kai. Then Truck Life go back and put what is false. Yes. And present what is true.
All right, so there we have it. A Truck Life on 800 points. Ricardo, 1,000 points.
Wait. I said Geo, nor animals, ma'am. Oh, for crying out loud. Ricardo, see with me. Hush. Oh, my goodness.
It's Ricardo.
See me, hush. Tiny step on me. I tried my best. Hush. He said it asks for Geo and me bring up animals. Oh, my goodness. Hush. All right, there's the board again. So Truck Life, you choose. Hush, Ricardo. I said Geo, not animals. And a wrong category and choosing. Never laugh. Okay. Okay, somebody hide. Okay.
So you say remove.
Somebody learn about if it come back. I'm gonna do it. Okay, Empress did it.
Okay.
She did it. Okay. Right. Wrong category. Shouting at me in tone of words. All right. Let's see. Hush. And Truck Life is picking the Geo for the 300. All right. So Geo for 300, and it's geography this time. The country with the most natural lakes. Country with the most natural lakes. That's a no-brainer. I'm not see the answers them jumping in yet. All right, let's continue with the chat. So there are two comments that Weedy made that I said I will just leave it until you come back.
Okay.
And he said the system have more than enough money. See, they find drugs money there and take some for themselves. What them do with the rest of the money, what them bring into the system, and the next thing to Byron, and it continues down here. The government feed some big old lazy man in a jail before them put them in the agriculture ground, plant up Jamaica and can make Jamaica better now.
But that is more productive in terms of what Weedy say, which I 100% agree with Weedy for that, because when you have them big old trunk money, you understand, the prison system.
And them taxpayer
right?
money and
the taxpayer money, yeah. I mean, a plan as it relates to utilize their labor force. You understand? In terms of agricultural produce, as what Weedy said, is more productive than having them there. You understand, 10, 15 years or whatever time they must serve in a prison, and then come out and do what? They re-offend. You understand? Make some of them farm up on at least. You understand? Give the country some benefit. So I agree with that 110%.
Okay. All right. So let's go back. Solid point weed. I said them figure weed, them figure cut the grass.
5, 10 years, 15 years, man sitting in a prison and do what?
Them figure do some of the roadside work, clean the gully them and all
You
of
understand what I
them.
say?
So I eat taxpayer money and I complain about the food them I get.
We need to have
Okay,
more
all right.
system.
So I see the answer that I am looking for. So let me refresh, because I don't want Ricardo shout at me in any tone of words again. So pay close attention. All right, make sure that I double check and triple check. So the answer is, what is Canada? And first with the correct response is Ricardo for 300 points. And then we have Empress, Ricardo again, Daniel, Okay, so that's the persons that came in with that answer. So let's see. Ricardo choose. Okay, fast food for 100. Fast food for 100. Let's go over to fast food. Finish this slogan. KFC it's. Finish the slogan. She come as baby cakes. She got to sleep. Okay, baby cakes. You know, say you got to sleep as baby cakes, but you're still here as somebody else. Welcome, Clarissa. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so
Bless
much
up
for
yourself.
joining us. She's over there
Bless
on
yourself, bless
Facebook. Thank you
yourself.
so much, Clarissa. Really appreciate you being
How
here.
Facebook are going? How much people over there?
They've been in and out. Right now it's saying it's up here. One, but it's two.
Oh, okay.
All right. So me say them bright, so till. All right. So we can't even go into the chat again. Me have to just bring it up. That is finger licking good. All right. So let's see who first came up. Okay, so what is finger licking good is Truck Life, then Forever Humble, then Ricardo.
How much for that?
Charlie said Ricardo should know this. 100 points for Ricardo.
100 for Ricardo, right?
No, sorry, not Ricardo. Truck Life. 100 points for Truck Life.
We want to take a Truck Life points and get
Miss said that I want to turn Truck Life in a 6 boss again tonight. So Truck Life points. So
yeah, so
Truck Life,
there you have it. Truck Life on 900 points, Kai on 1200, Ricardo on 1300 points. Yes, Truck Life, choose a category.
All right. There's some things that are embedded in this read, but Charlie, I'm not even about to highlight that one day. You see this is for just those who in the chat. Wait. Okay, that was with the mix-up with bar graph. So it was just asking for one word, yes. Ricardo said, "Me a shout, you know." Your claims a shout like this, Ricardo.
All caps.
Yes, it's a Charlie comment there.
Peace and shit.
Man, we need to put that down for.
You know what Charlie I say? All Byron good for peace and chat.
Well, you know, easy. But sure, you see Ricardo shouting at me in tone of words now, and then Empress joining me. Byron to God, should I get the point to the cast graph that they already? Yes, it was an oversight on my part. Oh my goodness, all right, let me catch up. I don't know, easy. Chocolate, so Ricardo, you won the case. And India sending out happy birthday to Empress. And okay. Ricardo said, I have a good lawyer, Chocolate, a lawyer, Empress. All right. So let's see what category. Look here. No, not frighten me tonight. No, not go frighten me tonight. No, not go frighten me tonight. No, go take time with me tonight. And Truck Life is saying fast foods for 200. All right, fast food for 200. This restaurant has a clown as their mascot. This restaurant has a clown as their mascot. We need to run to the washroom. Empress said, me no like them maths here cause me no remember nothing, me blank. Me love the ones when me have to roll out my Hebrew formula. It's coming. I just thought I would have taken it easy on you guys this week, but obviously either way me swing it is a problem. Can't please everybody. So you know what? Me just go put them in. Me go easy, you don't have problem. Me go hard, you don't have problem.
So you have to go easy or hard.
Empress said, Ricardo, if you make your record liquid, see? Ricardo, no, Daniel asking what kind of fingers them have and crying. Charlie said, find your sugar husband. What is he talking about? Okay. And he came in. Okay, Tamira said, Mr. You know, you can type a number of names in the bottom and keep scores there. Yes, but it's I'm just going because of time. It's easier to just write it on the paper. As time goes by, we'll try and put it in, but because we're so far in time, we just normally quickly just write it down and go along. And Empress said, we need little strength. All right, so let's see who first came in. Truck Life asking about him score and him joining the shouting now, you know, in tone of words.
Truck Life on 900 points, Kai on 1200 points, and Ricardo 1300 points.
You know what? Mega set net but back pa uno. We're not going too bad now. Mega set net but back pa uno. Because I'm going too bad with me now. Tonight, everybody shouting at me in tone of words. Is what? When I don't have no pity for me tonight. All right, so what is McDonald's? Okay, so let's see. Make sure that I don't want what is McDonald's. So who first came in with that one? Okay, so first on the board with the correct response is Ricky Ricardo, and that one was for 200 points. Then Truck Life, then King Lion. Welcome back, King Lion. Thank you so much for coming back. Hope you prayed for each and every one of us.
Bless up yourself, King Lion. So the score as it is, Truck Life on 900 points, Kai 1200 points, and Ricky Ricardo seems to be running away right now on 1500 points.
At least you don't have them kick over the board this week. Every week you left the board careless, man.
No,
Kick it over. Okay, you saying Geo for 200 is not wasting any time. So Geo for 200, Earth's largest continent. What is the Earth's largest continent? All right, so let's continue with the chat. Yeah, she's saying the part where it says team, yeah. Said choose effigy head.
Yeah, but the reason why we don't use that because it have only 3 categories, and we are
3 teams, but
we
can add more, but then it will take me so much time each time to keep.
Okay.
It's best if you do it and you keep more. Because this me if not mess up with for choose which category them choose. All right. Charlie. All right, let's see. Yes, I'm not looking at the eye if you know when you say which animal have rectangle eyes. Okay, and the answers are coming in. All right. Charlie. Oh my goodness. All right, so what is Asia? So let's see who first came in with the correct response of what is Asia. Ricardo, then Forever Humble. Ricardo is laughing.
How much for that? For Asia?
200
200.
points.
And Ricky, that goes to Ricky?
Yes, that goes to Ricardo. That goes to Ricardo.
All right.
All right, so Ricardo needs to choose the next category. Person one little point me can't get. All right, so guys, I'm still trying to catch up with the chat. I am so behind, so there's a lot of salutations going on. Daniel said, "No true empress, not Nangwan." Oh my goodness, and Ricardo's shouting at me. I chose the wrong category, I know. Charlie said, must go eat food like how me and most other people them topic. I mean the category what them choose. Oh my God. And let me see if input. Okay, name the movie for 300. So name the movie for 300. Okay, so this is the scene. Name the movie. Hope you can see that. Name the movie.
Name the movie.
Okay, some more salutation going on here. Empress said, boy, me not like this. Annika was saying real talk to something that's happening in the chat there. Oh my goodness. Chuck Life is asking Ricardo, what did he get from KFC this week? Remember, so due to owing to raise for Ricky, whatever the price of KFC raise, and Weedy's laughing. Ricardo said, me going at the evening here at Chuck Life, as he said, 3 years. Raise the chicken for him.
Well, again, you know, you see, cost of inflation.
May I tell you?
Trust me, to run with.
Ricardo said, no, me at Chuck Life.
How much you book it at KFC in Jamaica? Ricardo, tell me now how much you book it at KFC in Jamaica?
And Chuck Life said, Ricardo, every minute KFC price raise. You know, so they have to pay the full them. Chuck Life said, Lincoln, me a fight for one point. No, man. You know that it was a typo. Come on, people. We're not marking for spelling over here. Because sometimes, you know, you type something and then the phone changes.
Okay, Chuck Life, the score is 900. Chuck Life on 900 points, Kai on 1,200 points, and Ricardo on 1,700 points.
He said, we want justice.
All right.
My God. Yeah, shout it all. Shout it like this. Said Byron, tell Anne look there. Ricardo said, which one of the bucket? Oh, you have several pieces. You have 15 pieces, 20 pieces. So depends.
Yeah, Ricardo. How much for a 20 piece?
Only one person here so watch
I think
movie.
that's our family size bucket. That was it.
I don't know how them do because we have it as 15 piece, 20 pieces, and so on and so forth. All right. Calling out my full name. Then watch out. Oh my goodness. And then not easy, you know? It's like kiss my teeth. You know, somebody way up in the chat here shout out for me. All right, so let's see. I see the answer that I am looking for. What is Lord of the Rings? You want to tell me say only one person here watch movie? I'm sorry for no. So, history have been made tonight, people. History have been made. First time on the scoreboard is Charlie Pin.
What, Charlie?
Charlie Pin
Charlie, how are you going there?
made it to the board.
All right,
Is
Charlie.
he going to be able to hold on and not become a sixth boss? Or is he going to be a one-time wonder? Let's see.
What's Charlie Pin value at this?
It is 300
300. What?
Right, there's the board. So
Yes,
Charlie,
Pin here upon him.
you will choose. And David Grant is in the building.
David, you just come in.
Would you ever get Scorpion King from another team running with that looking? And so Charlie and David, the Lord of the Rings, is saying good night, everyone. Good night, good night.
Bless up, yes,
Good
sir.
night, David. Empress, are we looking at the background and name the movie Volcano? Chuck Lancer, what is Tarzan? No, sir.
It's a mighty slow.
All right, so let me see if Charlie has chosen yet. Mr. Rossi, I know me don't. Okay, Charlie's saying movie for 100. So movie for 100. Name the movie. That's the scene. Name the movie.
No movie that everybody's supposed to know.
Empress, what do you this week? What happened to you this week, Empress?
Yo, Empress not touch a board yet.
No, sir. And Weedy's laughing. Look what Charlie said. And smoke weed and relax. The herb is healing from the nation. Humble said forever. Humble said then nobody now see me. Hush.
Forever humble, big up yourself.
The forever humble is still Empress. Empress said good night, everyone. Have a blessed weekend. Good night, Empress. Have a blessed weekend. Rest well, and we'll see you in the next question. All right, so let's see who first came in with the correct response. Empress said, what is flying? All right, so first on the board with the correct response, what is Titanic? Is David for 100 points. So David need to choose next. Then David, then Truck Life, then Ricardo.
All right.
And David saying me mash up Sir Byron. COVID did mash me down, man. Oh my goodness, hush. But glad you're getting
Glad
over
to get
it.
through at least.
That's not a nice
What?
feel. That's not a nice thing to go through. I can relate
No.
to that. Glad you're getting over it. Hope you're feeling better, or as better as can be at this point.
So the score as we have it, David on 100 points, Charlie Pin 300 points, and Truck Life 900 points, Kai 1200 points, and Ricardo 1,700 points in the lead.
Okay, so yeah. All right, so what am I waiting on to choose again? David?
Yeah.
So David, you choose the next category, and for how many points? Okay, still a bit out of it, but feeling much better than earlier this week. Okay,
I'm
that's
glad
good.
to know.
That's good. Okay, so David is choosing animals. Okay, animals for 200. Large marine mammals are sometimes referred to as sea cows. Large marine mammals that are sometimes referred to as sea cows. So there should be a that. Large marine animals that are sometimes referred to as sea cows. What do you call these? All right, so let's catch up with the chat. I'm almost there, people. I'm almost there. Carter is laughing. Okay, so welcome, David. David is looking. Okay, where is Rise of the Empire? No. Press it on me, I beg you. Don't come back with them a category. I can flip it. Let's say which one of the bucket. I'm going to ask you which one of the bucket. Oh, 9, 12, 15, or 21 pieces. Just see them know how them bucket category go.
Well, maybe get the 21 piece, Ricardo.
You gotta be kidding me. 21 pieces of $7,580 what we are buying. $7,580 for one bucket of chicken. Backside.
No, sir.
That's just 204 $2,420 share of $10,000. And when we pay $31 something for a 20-piece bucket, me think say too much less. You know, sir? I'm going to keep my kid quiet. I'm gladly pay me $31 ad. And then they had to pay for 20 pieces with a coupon. And Chocolate, I thought Ricardo was writing out the score, but it's still like Ricardo has KFC menu and prices in his head. Ricardo said, not to Charlie upon the board. Ricardo said, watch out, Mirati. Ricardo said, shake up your folly growth. But sounded that easy, you know? And Chocolate said, congrats, Charlie, I put it on fire. Ricardo said, it's a one-hit wonder that.
One-hit wonder.
Oh my God. Charlie said, Ross, you know me don't. Ricardo said, got you full foot, man. President Ricardo, you know, a database I use every time the questions to come, it start load, and I just can't get nothing. Hush. Oh my goodness. All right. And David is saying, okay, so he was telling us that he was not well. And then Arlene, thank you so much for still being here. Really appreciate that. Professor Ricardo, me not like loses me top try. I said there's no such thing as losing. The race is not for the swift, but those who can endure to the end. All right, so let's see who came in with the correct answers. Let's see. Right, so what is manatees? Juba, thank you so much for still being here. Really appreciate it. Happy Friday. Thank you so much, guys, for still being here.
Bless myself, Juba.
All right, let's see. Charlie said, what is wheel? What is dugongs? What the hell is that? All right, first on the board with the correct response is, I don't want nobody shout at me. We get traumatized. Not shout at me in too many tones of words. Truck life.
And how much for that?
200 points. So
All
Truck
right.
life gets to choose the next category, and I need to run to the washroom. And next, Ricardo. Empress, how many times you go sleep? Every minute Empress goes sleep in whichever clothes she have on. All right, give them the score and then I give them the next category and then run to the washroom.
Okay, when am I going to washroom? I'm going to get up there.
Then by the time you finish the scoring,
Okay,
I'm
so David on 100 points, Charlie Pin 300 points, Short Life 1,100 points, Kai 1,200 points, and Ricardo in the lead 1,700 points.
Okay, Overton, son of a king, is saying good morning,
Bless
everyone.
yourself, Daddy Overton.
Welcome,
go on, my brother.
welcome, Overton. Happy Saturday to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's wee hours over there
All
in
right.
the UK, so really appreciate you joining us.
My mama tell her,
Thank
bless
you
up,
so
bless up, my
much.
general.
So Truck Life is saying animals for 400.
What Short Life? I go bigger hand. Go on, go to
Dogs have sweat glands here, and it's a double point answer. So dogs have sweat glands here. Ooh.
Yes, Truck Life. Let them know see stuff 1.6 boss. Right? And nobody can talk to Charlie Pin tonight. Charlie Pin up on the board. Yeah, man, improve yourself, Charlie. Up on the board, my boss. So the score as it is again one more time for the players. David on 100 points. Charlie Pin, 300 points. Truck Life, 1,100 points. Kai, 1,200 points. And the big man in the lead, Ricardo, 1,700 points. What's up? What's going on? Yes, guys, as we smooth down, looking to have a wonderful weekend as usual. Right? Thank you for passing through. Right? Jeopardy Friday. Jeopardy on every Friday. We are here, bouncing our games and competing as usual. All right. So we'll be testing for the answers to see if they are surfacing. All right, all right, all right. Yes, Nani, come in.
Oh, shucks, I left it on that.
Mm.
I can still see you. Okay. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct one. A British bad, may I tell you? All right, let's reveal the answer. What is the pads of their paws? Right. So Daniel says, I'm in the background. Thank you so much for still being here, Daniel. Really
Bless
appreciate
yourself,
that. Happy
Daniel.
Friday again. So no. So Ricardo, what is paw pads? So first with the correct answer is Ricardo, then David. So paw.
How much for that? 400
Daniel.
points?
Ricardo again. Ricardo said Byron. Shh.
Yeah, that's what I'm tapping on.
All right, so there's the categories that's there. So Ricardo gets to choose.
Okay, so there you have it. David, 100 points. Charlotte Pin, 300 points. Chuck Life, 1,100 points. Kai, 1,200 points. Ricardo, 2,100 points. And your time to choose, sir.
Empress, right now, me vex. Hush, Empress, hush. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but if me are Empress, Moonbex, Empress can come in with anyone and lick off somebody off of the board. So Empress still have a lot of chance.
You say cause them category and come with kiss me teeth. Oh, I thought they were quite easy categories. Okay, so let's see. Ricardo said, fix my score, sir. What is to be fixed, Ricardo?
2,100 points, Ricardo. 1,700 plus 400. 2,100.
Oh, double point
Oh.
answer. So 800.
Okay, so 2,500.
So just put another 400 underneath yours. So. Fixed, Ricardo, fix.
Fix, boss. Fix.
Boy, you astute bad when it comes to your to your points. You not miss nothing.
Well, so Ricky, you couldn't give me the 400 points if you just go along with it.
He said thank you in 2
Okay.
words. Welcome, Randy. Happy Friday to you. Buenos noches, Mystic.
Bless up
Buenos
yourself.
noches, Randy.
Good night to you as well.
Laughing. Ricardo saying Geo4 100. So Geo4 100, the world's smallest country. The world's smallest country. All right. So let's continue. So it's saying 9 pieces of chicken of 4,575. 15 is for 5,700. 12 pieces is for 6,135. My goodness. We have to go send me, when you go out there, you have to say, can you send me 1 bucket of Mr. or Mrs. No, Mr. Mrs.
Man, that's when I just buy some fowl and
Mrs.
prepare myself, man.
Mrs. Chicken.
See, and somebody was saying tonight, go back up.
Where?
Take time, come down now.
Where? It's Overton and I welcomed Overton
No.
already.
No.
I missed somebody.
Yeah.
But,
Priscilla, you gone up.
and Charlie saying, keep that 21 piece good. May have friends in KFC to beg for. Charlie, not easy. Let me just make sure. No, I didn't miss anybody.
Who would have told us? I should have something now.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we got it. Okay.
No, I didn't miss anybody. That I'm jumping over the salutations because time, still good time there. But in person saying, good night, you all, for real. I'm going, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Due to home, me go borrow credit. Me think me would have win something, Byron. And then big up on yourself next week if my data work.
Yeah, but Empress, you still have points up there. Well,
Borrow credit. Okay, no problem. I'll touch base with you.
yeah, Empress, don't worry yourself.
Okay, and David is saying, Empress, don't leave. If me in the top 5, me I go give you my winnings. Okay.
All right.
And who did I say? Just one? Okay, that was previous. Oh my goodness, of behind the background. Okay. And I welcome Fun.
What? No.
Dog
No shit. Charlie, easy. Oh my God. And Charlie has something else.
Charlie, wait. You know, things so we have natural needs that we have to meet from time to time. I think sitting here for 3 hours and something that some of the the organs not going to be working. Or some of the systems not going to be working. Okay. You read what I said? You're not even like a highlight, trust me. Charlie, you're not easy, that's all I have to say. Okay. So.
Fix my scores.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Arlene is answering Randy saying bien. So she's saying, well, and you?
Yeah.
¿Y tú, Randy? Bien, ¿y tú, Randy? All right. Ricardo just won another. Chocolate said Ricardo just won another case. I tell you. Self-representation at that. Ricardo
There
laughing.
you go.
Ricardo said, may have a good liar, truck life. But your liar, they too busy event. She leave you alone for present the case, but you did a good job. Truck life said Ricardo lol.
Okay, so the answers are coming in now.
Mm-hmm. All right, me actually catch up. Me can't believe me catch up. So what is the Vatican City? It's less than 2/10 of a square mile. So the world's smallest city is the Vatican City. And that is in Rome. All right, so first on the board with the correct response as, okay, the smallest country. So first on the board with the correct response is David. Then Ricardo.
And how much goes for that?
100.
And that's for David, right?
Yeah, that's for David. All right, so David, choose the next category. We're almost, the board is almost picked clean.
Someone choose already?
I'm waiting. David is supposed to choose.
David, go ahead and choose the category.
500. All right, so fast food for 500. Finish this restaurant's slogan. Love that chicken from. Love that chicken from. Love that chicken from. All right, let's continue with the chat. I can't believe me catch up. 2. Yo también soy buena, Arlena. I don't know. So well, Arlena. I'm rusty, guys. Okay. Clive said, Monaco, Morocco, potato. As I was saying before, because I said data and data, and what's his name correcting me. So I say potato, you say potato, I say tomato, you say tomato. All right. And David is saying, so like our Empress not to worry herself, me can't take back my alpha. Because watch Chanel, not to Delco. What are they easy? All right, so I see the answers coming in. All right, so first on the board with the correct response. Okay, where did I type this one? What? I'll spell it wrong. Okay, so we're not marking for spellings and we know what happened with Ricardo Choklife. I appreciate that you were able to put all through. Look, so Ricardo he's trying to type what is Popeyes, but Choklife have the full. Choklife. Okay. All right, so first on the board with the correct response is what is Popeyes is Truck Life. Then Ricardo corrected it. And
how much goes for that?
That is for 500 points.
That goes to Truck Life.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, 500 points. So Truck Life, choose the next category.
So there is the score. David on 200 points, Charlie Pin 300 points, Kai on 1,200 points, Truck Life moving second place, 1,600 points, Ricardo 2,500 points.
Why that give it back on the board? Let me just take that off. Hold on. Let me just. Okay, I should have revealed the answer. That's why it never came off. And then do that. All right, so he's saying for 400, so fast food for 400. Guess this logo. Guess this logo. What is the logo? Ricardo said, then watch me now. Ricardo said, then me I spell it wrong. I said, whop up. Were you trying to spell whoppy back?
I must whop it back to my try to spell Truck Life. Remember me tell you.
And Ricardo said it's fine, give it to Truck Life. Okay. And Arlene is saying, Randy responded, he said he's good too. Okay, thanks, Arlene. All right, and I see the answers coming in. All right, so let's see who first came in with the correct response. Let me just refresh. All right, so it is what is Dairy Queen? All right, so let's see who first came in with the correct response. Oh, Truck Life.
What?
It's Dairy Queen, me tell us that.
Oh, Truck Life about the place, sir.
Ricardo said, me no know that.
How much points for that?
That is 400
What?
points. So, Truck Life gets to choose the next category. And Truck Life said, I like this food category.
All right.
Charlie's coming in with what is Dairy Queen.
So there you go.
Truck Life.
David on 200 points, Charlie Pin 300 points, Kai 1,200 points, and Truck Life in second place 2,000 points, and Ricardo 2,500 points.
What?
Truck Life thump up the board, but
I tell you, Charlie, I try make it not be a one-hit wonder. Incoming, but not fast enough. And Truck Life said, finally, Ricardo doesn't know something. Ricardo said, me not like this. So Truck Life said, fast food for 300.
boy, Ricardo, you know, say Truck Life hopping in your face.
Guess this logo. Guess this logo.
We have the money for buy one coke tomorrow.
Truck Life said Dairy Queen is an ice cream place. Yes. And they sell chicken and burgers and stuff too, but they're mostly known for ice cream and blizzards. Ricardo said, I don't never know that's some no business. Charlie said, if me know this, Ricardo no. Don't.
Don's dead.
Ricardo don't. Oh my God. Okay, early this alien up Chuck Life and giving himself fair. Chuck Life said, I lie, me reach 2,000.
Yes,
you
Chuck
better
Life,
believe
you're
it.
up there.
Yes, it was a fire. My blaze up the fire. All right, and I see the answer that I am looking for. And it's what is Starbucks? Yes, what is Starbucks? All right, let's see who first came in with the correct response. Let me refresh and see. First is Ricardo, then Truck Life,
How much points for that?
Charlie, and that one was
300
300 points. So 300 points.
So there you go. David on 200 points, Charlie Pin 300 points, Kai 1,200, Short Life 2,000 points, and Ricardo 2,800 points.
All right, so Ricardo get to choose the next category. And Arlene said top. Arlene, Truck Life said Arlene top truth, no? And Truck Life is laughing. Ricardo is saying, me sure about this now. And Arlene is laughing. Ricardo is saying, movie for 400. All right, so movie for 400. Name the movie. Name the movie. Do you know the movie?
Who you gonna call? So we have a question for.
Then now whisper your food spot. Oh my goodness. All right, I see the answers coming in, so I'm not gonna delay. So what is Ghostbusters? So first on the board with the correct response is Ricardo, then Truck Life, then Charlie.
And that is 400.
400 points. All right, so Ricardo, choose.
There you go. You know them final leg, Ricardo just gets on long legs and just starts stretch all of the people.
Yeah, tell you. Welcome, Donnalee. Good night. Thank you so
Bless
much
yourself,
for joining.
Donnalee.
Really appreciate you being
All
here. Happy
right.
Friday to you. All right, Ricardo is saying movie for 500. All right, let's see. And it's a double point answer. Name the movie. A double point answer. Name. Name the movie.
Oh, which one?
Hmm?
Which one?
So what is falling? So what is dropping? No, sir. Nope. I don't see what I'm looking for yet. So what is skyscraper? It's a one I'm young. No, Truck Life, you're not so young. Truck Life, you're not so young. No better than that. What is skydiving?
They're not in the radio age.
No.
Why? Well, then can Google it. That's the problem. You have to know it.
Look, I'm going to have to give them a clue. Who is Bruce Willis? Because they have first see this. I saw you're young.
My goodness.
Who is Bruce Willis? All right, I see the answer that I am looking for. Somebody not so young after
Charlie Pin.
May I tell you, it's not a one-hit wonder
No,
tonight,
sir.
and it's a double point answer, and it's 500 points. So it gets 1,000 points for that.
What? Charlie Pin, you get your certificate now and you have to show off on them. But me tell you, Charlie Pin, I lick them hard tonight.
So what is Die Hard?
So here the score as Charlie Pin kick over the scoreboard seriously. David, 200 points. David, 200 points. Sky, 1,200 points. Charlie Pin, 1,300 points. Truck Life, 2,000 points. And the big man, as usual, 3,200 points.
So,
Yay, Charlie Pin. Got it, Charlie Pin.
so Charlie, you get to choose. But here, Ricardo, him, I first me I see this. The truck life is laughing. And Ricardo said, move this now. Truck life said, go, Charlie, you're on fire. And Ricardo said, wait there, full foot man, I go and so.
Now tell you, when it's a Charlie Pin, you have the button now, so choose a category.
So it's saying animals for 500.
Well,
Okay,
Charlie,
let's
go
see.
hard too.
The largest lizard in the world. The largest lizard in the world.
All right.
Charlie said,
Ross, me get it.
No, sir. Mm-mm. Charlie said, me don't know.
No, Charlie, you don't snow. You're going good. You're going good, Charlie.
For this one, I said the answer already, so I'm not even going to linger.
All right. No lingering.
All right, so what is a Komodo dragon? All right, so first on the board with the correct response is Ricardo.
And how much points what?
And that was 500 for Ricardo. All right, so the last one. Oops, I didn't open it.
So there you have it. David, 200 points. Kai, 1,200 points. Charlie Pin, 1,300 points. Truck Life, 2,000 points. And Ricky Ricardo stretches lead to 3,700 points.
Okay. All right. So last one is name the movie. That's the scene. Name the movie. Let me see all the young people them who in here who don't know this.
All right.
What? What?
About it already?
May I tell you? Them in tuned, man. Let me see who first came in with the correct response. Ricardo, and that goes for 200 points.
And there you
So
have
what is Home Alone?
Well, there you go. Not so much of Ricky Ricardo
It's clean, so
strongest win tonight, but anyway, Ricardo is the man that owning the series of wins. Right, I have to respect him for that. And carrying the score, the high score. I think Ricky Ricardo record is what, 5,700?
6,800.
6,800?
Yes, that's the
I need to
score.
mark it down.
It's there.
Oh, it's there. 6,800. 6,800. I mean, that's
Hi, Byron.
hard to defeat. Trust me. But anyway, that's how it is. So tonight, let me set up the score sheet in order.
Okay. Ricardo says 6,800, sir. Put respect on my score.
It's 6,800 points.
And Truck Life is going out with all out with self-praise. I'm so proud of myself tonight. I broke my record.
What do you mean?
Speech, Truck Life, big speech. Truck Life, so Ricardo is the boss around here, man. I tell you. The WR points came in pretty early tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so congratulations to everyone who made the board, and congratulations to the winners.
But do we have Charlie Pin number?
No, Charlie Pin going to have to hook me up on IG.
Yeah.
So Charlie Pin, let me see if Netbot drop it. All right, I'll put it in. I think he dropped it further up. He might soon drop it again. My IG information, but let me put it in the chat. Well, let me just use this. So you are gonna give me your phone number, and then you're gonna tell me whether it's flow or Digicel. All right, so that's my IG info. So you send me the information.
All right, so this is the information.
So we start from least to most. You know, should I start from most to least? All right, so Ricardo 3,900 points, Truck Life 2,000, Charlie a whopping 1,300 points, Kai 1,200, and David 200. So no six boss around here.
No six boss around here.
No six boss tonight.
All right.
So again, congratulations.
Really, really, really love.
Oh, you send me something on IG. Let me check it out quickly, Ricardo.
Oh, okay.
Send me a video on IG. Oh, this one. Waiting for a signal, should resume shortly. What is happening over there? Did I see anything, Ricardo?
What's up, man?
Byron, this is Ricardo's info. There's nothing that I can open up the top. I have to go into Ricardo's info to see what he sent.
Ricardo, I'm gonna see that.
Inside you insane.
Oh, my phone upstairs. Hold on.
You have your phone in your pocket.
Yeah, my phone in my pocket.
Oh, I said, Byron, you know, see me send you a video on IG. Lord Jesus, I'm not even see the Byron.
Okay.
David said, Jesus, me 200, hang on. Okay, Jaden, hungry now. And Empress is saying, Byron, congratulations, guys, you did well. Happy for you all.
I'm hungry.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm almost finished. Oh, I'm coming.
I want pizza.
Must go make pizza this time of the night. Seriously, Jaden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Ricardo, yeah, I get it.
Turn it down. Okay, guys, so thank you so much to everyone who has joined us tonight, and congratulations again to all those who made the board and the winners, and thank you so much to those who joined us on Facebook. Really appreciate you guys, really appreciate the support, and thank you to everyone who contributed to the topic. Really appreciate the continued support.
You know, so Ricardo, so me see something I'm talk about the politician them when you understand, look of fixing the road and them something there. I say, yeah.
The road all get washed and polish. I'm not sure polish on the road and shine.
Yeah, Ricardo, we don't know so them stay, Ricky. You don't know so them stay.
Don't let them all polish and shine the road.
Remember, so we talk about it to the Ricky. You understand, man? Even people just need to just run with them. Foolishness this. Same thing.
Yes, so the same thing we were talking about a few weeks ago again, lol, because our local government coming up. Pull all the people all the time, but you know, can't pull some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. People are wising up now. And Truck Life is saying, wonderful life as always. I really enjoyed myself. Great topic and great game. Thank you so much, Truck Life, and thank you so much for your continued support. And I am going to say good night because you see Jaden don't say that he's hungry. So everyone have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Rest well, and as usual, continue to keep safe and be your brother's keeper. Pray one for another and look out for each other.
And next week, Friday, same place. What, earlier? Are we going earlier?
I am not
You're
sure.
working
I
night
will.
shift?
I'm supposed to be working night shift. I am
Okay.
trying my best to
But
get
we
the
will be
shift
here.
today, or we
Alright.
might come if I can't get the shift changed from night. Then we're gonna have to start very early. If not, it will be the huge. If I can get it switched to morning shift, it will be 8 o'clock or
Yeah, but we will be
8 p.m.
here.
But we will be
Right.
here at some point. We'll send out the notification so
Definitely.
you guys will know. And Triple Life is saying ready and waiting from now.
All right, my boss.
Okay, so 303 digi for Ricardo.
Okay, so
Just write 303 digi. I know the number.
Ricardo?
Mhm. Just because he has several numbers. So remember that it's
303.
that one I need to send it to.
303 digi, right?
Yeah. And please link me up,
Charlie
Charlie,
King.
so that you can get your credit.
Yes.
Arlene is
All
laughing. And David is saying, good night, guys. Gonna get some rest now.
Bless up
Yes, good
yourself.
night, David. Good night,
Alright.
everyone. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend again. And everyone stay safe until next time. Good night.